I am thoroughly tickled.
Rated B for breastfeeding. Yeah, so this way, for the people who don't want to be here for Quantum TV, they know to look at the other stream, and for the people that want to be here for Quantum TV, it'll be in a nice little organized breastfed package. That's why I did what I did. There are some people that are still very heavily into this, and other people that don't want to see it. If you don't want to watch the Quantum TV stuff, well, don't watch. What's up, Swag Bay? So we'll wait till we get to 500 people, which is probably going to happen in like 30 seconds. Juicy Pooch, always with the self super chat. Tremendously massive dumps. I was the most tremendous one-term president that packed the court. Maybe two-term. Don't listen to Marco Rubio. Believe me, he has a smaller penis than me. Everett breastfeeding. Huge dumps. Prepare your anus. Wash your anus. Be the anus. And
Wash your balls. Oh.
Oh, damn. I was actually right. Maybe I thought, maybe it'll take a little longer to hit 500. Good luck, Bruce. YouTube is a jungle. Even if you have an established audience, it is still tough out there.
He attacked him for child abuse for putting his daughter in a video with her blurred out. In what context was that, Classy?
I enjoy this. So do I, because it's the most fascinating thing I've personally ever seen on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, it's incredible to me how this all went down. There was fuck-ups. Like I said, the Ackman made mistakes. I made mistakes. I mean, not really with Quantum TV. The only thing I fucked up on was that, and it's still debatable if he did ban evade or not, or just change the URL, because, all right, I'll say, because I don't know, and I don't have the time to do the fucking research on it. Fine. He didn't ban evade. That was an old channel that was reinstated, and the YouTube gave him back his channel, so in theory he's not ban evading. But the whole Wayback Machine thing they looked up, and if the thing is, if Quantum wasn't ban evading, he would totally have instantly come out and just been like, here's proof I didn't ban evade. I want an apology, and putting a cucumber near my mouth is sexual assault, even though it's a vegetable that's supposed to go in your mouth. Yes, I heard that J Station got banned on Twitter. Gee golly, it shocks me.
In what context? Was it just a video?
Okay, I'm back.
All right, I was actually answering some of Classy's stuff. The helicopter blur, the helicopter the blades on slow motion. I think I heard you laugh at that one.
Oh yeah.
What's the just out of morbid curiosity, because I don't think I've ever heard of this before. He attacked. I can't tell if he attacked Paul for child abuse, putting his daughter in a video. What was?
No, that was Mike.
That was Mike.
From
That sounds like another typical shtick of his. He did the same thing with, well, he said I'm a pedophile, and he went after. He's like, oh, he watches Vosh, and he has 3 kids. I'm like, really? You're going there? Of course he is.
From My Gadgets World, and I have some funny commentary on that too.
Right.
So Mike from My Gadgets World has kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I think his daughter had wandered into the room while he was filming the video, and he had 2 TVs, one on top of the other, and he goes, hey honey, which one do you like better? Which one do you think looks better? And I forgot which one she chose. She's like, she pointed to one of the TVs. It's like, oh, that one. And she's like, oh, okay. And the little kid, being a kid, she's like 3-4 years old. She's like, oh, can I go now? And he's like, yeah.
Oh, we saw this part
Like
already.
laughed her off.
Right.
And he basically claims that that's child abuse because he's forcing his daughter to be in a video when she doesn't want to be, saying, hey, can I go? Like
Gee,
the guy
it
tries
sounds
to
very
twist
familiar.
and turn things so much, it's just unbelievable.
That's a massive stretch. Like, I understand people have issues with like family channels like Ryan Toy Review, where it's like a top
Daddy 05, remember them? Remember Daddy 05?
toddler, and they basically make the content surrounding just him. I can see that as a point, but the daughter just wandered into the room, from what you're telling me, said something. He was like, oh, this is a funny moment to keep in the video. That's it.
Yeah.
What the
And
fuck?
you know, I've been watching this guy for a few years now, and gosh, there's a lot of good stuff we can go into. I don't know how much time you have, but
I literally
he
got
does
all
claim
day.
to have 3 he claims that he has 3 kids.
Right.
I can't picture
And
him being a dad.
with all
I
of
just
the
can't.
live streams that he does, with all the videos that he does, you know, a lot of them are just off the cuff, and his wife is in the room filming. I've yet to ever seen, like,
Cucumber Benedictions.
I
Thank
don't
you,
have
CTO9.
kids, but if I'm live streaming and my girl's in the office,
Yeah, that was fucked up with Daddy 05. Like, that's different. Yeah, she's doing good. She's at home. She's okay. Now she just has like a stomach bug, but she's fine.
with me, even my cats are going to come up to the door and start pawing at the door to come in.
Right.
I've never heard any knocks. I've never heard any voices in the background. I've never seen him turn over and say, hey, you know, I'm making a
I mean, obviously, I'm not a fly on Quantum's wall. I don't know if he has kids or not, but would I believe he would make that up to play the victim? Of course.
video. I've never seen any of that from the guy.
Really.
It's really strange, like,
that he just
how controlled he must have his house.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking cameras indoors
Yeah, that's a little
that
freaky.
do full color video and audio. it's just creepy.
I have a serious question.
Yeah, Gara, what do you got?
Sure.
I bet he thinks his wife is, if he has a wife, which I think they confirmed it. I bet he thinks his wife. He's the kind of guy who would think his wife is always cheating on him. Absolutely, and he wants to make sure when he's out doing stuff, what she's doing.
Okay.
100%.
Magician, you can answer this whether you like it or not.
Be nice to him.
Oh, I am.
Truth or dare?
Truth or dare time.
But no, seriously though, since Westside Tech did a video on this, he's claiming that Quantum TV lives in a storage.
Storage.
So if we want to bring up Westside Tech, let me say this first of all.
Yeah.
Because
Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Westside Tech Westside Tech doesn't like me.
Okay.
Okay. He had posted a video like 2 weeks ago, which got taken down for one reason or the other. I assume it's copyright issues.
Mm-hmm.
I had mentioned earlier that, my girlfriend's Vietnamese, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
The whole West Side Tech situation is so complicated. He thinks because I'm racist is the reason I don't want him on. Bring back. Wow, what is what? Oh yes, I thought you were talking about World of Warcraft.
well, I watched this like 10-minute video about myself that he had uploaded, and I realized the back half of the video was the fucking scene from Full Metal Jacket, where the Vietnamese whore is coming up to the soldiers.
What
and they're
the
playing the music.
Fuck? No.
Yeah, and then, no, swear to you, if he denies it, like, bring him on, see if he denies it.
I asked him to DM me
Then
when I saw him in
the
Rich's
dude-
chat.
Then the dude uploads a fake apology video because I had super chatted Rich being like, you really don't want to have Westside on your channel. So whatever went down with Westside,
I didn't ever even went around to watch the video on me. That's what I said. That he heard me say that, like, oh, Richard, like he was saying I was racist for not. I'm like, dude, it has nothing to do with your race. I just don't know if I can have you on because you've doxed people, and I believe he ban evaded too. Maybe I'm wrong about the ban evasion part.
and Quantum back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
Westside got banned for it because he was literally putting out the guy's address, full
Oh
name,
my god.
Why did it get age restricted?
exactly where he lived, the fact that, his wife was the manager, here's the locations where they worked. Here's the reality of things. And I can only say this now because they no longer live there.
Right.
I won't say how I know that, but I know that. Okay.
Mhm.
They lived in an office unit above a storage facility. So they were on-site management. So his wife was the GM,
Okay.
right? And I didn't
Oh God.
realize
Imagine-
this years and years ago. Westside was posting photos and addresses of exactly where they lived,
Oh my.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. Why would you do
boxing
that?
the crap out of them. And he's mad that I called him out about it.
Are you serious?
It's still on his channel.
Holy
You can literally
shit.
go to Westside's channel
Let's
I'm
4
seeing
years
it
back
right
and
now.
find it all.
let's take a
I'm
look.
seeing
at
it right now.
Yeah,
Thank you for
Now-
clarifying that. Thank you.
of course.
Westside Tech. Where
Now-
are we looking for this? Because that's insanity. Clearing the air with
Just
Ninjician TV.
sort by oldest.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
What
So-
the fuck?
He uploads a fake apology video to me.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Oh, I apologize to him. Have me on your stream, Rich." So he uploads this crocodile tear apology video to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know is he then uploads another video whining about how ReviewTech won't have him on the stream, and then backhanding the crap out of me in that video too. I'm like, bro, I mean, at least we know how to pronounce quantum apotheosis. It's apotheosis, not apotheosis.
We should watch that video. Wait, can I watch the video from Westside Tech where he's calling me out? Did he say anything in there that it's too spicy for the stream?
Get it right.
That's what I was trying to teach Gara before you came on. He kept saying your name wrong, and I was like, "It's Ninjician. It's Ninjician."
Oh yeah.
What is this? Hold on.
Trust me, he's already been in. Magician's already been in my comment section, kind of like, bruh, you're saying it wrong. What's wrong with me?
And then Classy just said
Oh,
Westside
yeah,
Tech
yeah.
is trying to get eyes on him. He even says himself he is
Yeah.
ban evading too. What the fuck? Are we dealing with
Okay, so I wasn't wrong.
another quantum?
This is why, dude. It ain't because you. And he really. All right, let's go watch it. Hopefully, I can. All right, so let's see. West Side Tech. Let's see. Here you're at. Here we go.
West Side Tech. Got some news for you for the West Side Tech community, man. I was supposed to go on RTU Streams, aka ReviewTechUSA, to talk about Quantum, and he denied the interview. He said that he's reluctant for having me on because he doesn't want me to violate any TOS, which stands for Terms of Service.
Yes, because now I know you've doxed people, been confirmed. You've ban evaded, been confirmed. And I'm not comfortable with it because I could do that. They already just got rid of a strike on this fucking channel, bro.
Now, Rich, I'm 44 years old. Sir, I'm older than you. I know how to conduct myself as a mature adult. So
apparently you don't.
Far as the whole doxing is stuff, I haven't doxed anybody. Quantum doxed me. He put my kids' information out there. Then he so-called got my apartment building wrong and tried to dox me about some apartment building that I didn't live in. And he put it on his Quantum Apocalypsis channel. So I had actually got his real address, his real name, and his dwelling. And I put that on my thing and called it storage tech. It's still on my channel now. So if you want to call that doxing, okay, sure, it could be doxing.
That's absolutely doxing. You're showing where he works and lives.
Because he done me, I done him. But you gotta remind me, this guy called me all kind of racist names, said that I live with roaches, yada 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 yada.
Yeah, which is not okay. It's not, but you still can't dox him. You can't dox him. You know how many people call me horrible things every day, West Side Tech? I don't fucking go dox them.
When you say you don't speak robotics, we're saying all kinds of disparaging things,
which is wrong
against the black community because of his upbringing. Because as you know, he had said something about he used to get beat up by black kids on the school bus for the way he talked. He said it. I didn't say that. So far as Ninjician coming on RTU streams yesterday to tell Rich Review Tech not to. Hey, you guys gotta be quiet. I'm recording. Close the door. Anyways.
Just straight from the SD card, huh, Chief?
It's kind of disheartening that Rich Review Tech will take advice for a calibrator that's just been on YouTube for a few months. That just came on the platform. The guy got Similac on his breath with YouTube. I've been on the platform since 2009.
He said Similac on his breath. All right, we'll watch. Let's get back to the main interview. That's 25 minutes.
The
I'll
weird
watch
thing
it in my own
was,
time.
if you go to Controversial Truth YouTube channel, now I did not see this with my own eyes, but he has a video up where basically he showed a lot of playlists that were under Westside Tech's actual channel that were very creepy. Like,
there it is.
We're talking kids getting dressed for school and all this other stuff. At that point, there's a reason why I don't email you back, Westside. There's a reason why when you
Wait, those are really his playlists too.
Say, hey man, I'm in LA, you're in San Diego, I'm gonna come down there and meet you. Like, you realize what you're saying to me on video, right?
Like, you know where I live.
You can't say that kind of stuff to someone else. Yeah, exactly. You can't say this kind of stuff to someone and expect them to be friendly with you. So no, I'm not friendly with Westside.
All right, it makes sense just from the interactions that you're
So wait, I don't know. Is Keep It Classy or or Ninjician here? Those were his lists.
You're telling us here.
That's weird.
I do see the video on Controversial Truth right now about Westside. Westside Tech blames his daughter for this. I feel like that was some kind of like smear campaign for something that Westside did. I'm not sure what it's about. I never watched it because I refuse to click on his Controversial Truth channel if I can fucking stomach it. But
I do recommend watching that video because there's video evidence of the playlists that are in there.
Oh, so I don't trust anything that comes from Tickle TV because we know how he is.
And you guys let me know if you think it's faked or not. I didn't even care about it.
Fair enough.
But beyond that, so here's what ends up happening. I think I remember saying that someone by the name of James, which is a fake name, so I can say it, had emailed me all of this information about, Quantum TV, photos of him, photos of his wife, Facebook, all this stuff that I didn't care about. And I'd responded to the email going, dude.
Yeah, the Hanson. Yeah, they are what they are. Don't lump me in with this shit, dude. Don't lump because I watch Vosh. Don't fucking lump me in with this shit.
I don't need any of this info. Like, I'm not interested in any of this. Well, it turns out that was Westside
No, I
Tech.
didn't, Spider Sam.
And his whole thing about me is, man, that guy was acting smug. I'm like, bro, you're trying to send me information hoping that I might put it on my YouTube channel. Like, you're trying to use me to dox somebody. Like, how...
He had... Yeah... And that's so McClassy Tech. That's so many other red flags, too. Because it usually doesn't stop with shit like that. Build a good fart up. Okay. Actually, I think I have one right now.
Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus.
All I got is a snapper. Thank you for being a member for 11 months, too.
Fucking dare you. Like, I'm never...
Yeah, once we're done with this, unless something else major... I always say that, and you know what happens. Something else major happens. Unless something else major happens with Quantum. Once we get through this, we are moving on. We're going to do more police videos. We're going to do just more random shit. Like, it's done. This is like the... I mean, I'm sure because I'm going to have Chris and Narc on. They're all going to, like, in the next few weeks. I'm going to have all Chris and Narc on. I'm going to have Camelot on. I'm going to have Boogie on. All at the same time. It's going to be a good time. I'm sure he'll be brought up then. But, yeah, this will be our swan song of Quantum TV unless he's, like, thoroughly tickled in my front lawn tomorrow. Holy shit, someone just gifted 20 memberships. Troll McTrollington, I love you. That's great. Thank you, man. Holy shit.
I'm going to talk to you and work with you because I don't talk to those types of people.
Yeah, you don't want to be associated in the orbit of people that are actively trying to solicit information and send information about people's private life.
And have lists of underage girls, like, getting dressed and dancing at ballet, and I thought those were fake, West Side. There's nothing you could say on your channel to explain those away. Now, at first I thought they were, and I gave an example of how something happened with me. I had a friend of mine managing my channel, and he was doing some work on his iPad. His daughter got the iPad, and she just started... I had my video viewing history public, and there was like a bunch of what a typical little girl would watch, like little kid videos, and everyone was like screen capping and showing it on Twitter, like, dude, what the fuck are you watching? And I'm like, I call my friend, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why? How are you? The only other person who has access to my account is you. Why is this shit on there? He's like, oh shit, dude, sorry, my daughter had my iPad. I'm like, yeah, you need to, like, stop the access to that now because now they think I'm a fucking freak. How do you click on the 20? Doesn't let you click. But thank you for gifting 20 memberships. I genuinely appreciate that.
Honestly, that's just a massive red flag.
Applause button is hit.
It's scary.
But it's that it doesn't compare. Like, if I had curated playlists of, like, little girls getting dressed on YouTube or their morning routines, that's a little bit different. Which I did it, is what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, if he had something like that, I get it. But nah, bro, on your own channel, you had curated playlists of that creepy shit. You can't explain that one away.
Scary when people do that.
Your
Give
shoulders.
me-
Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus.
Breastfeed it.
About 10 to 15 minutes. I hate to do this to you.
Nah, you're
Yeah, that's creepy. Now, you know, you can't explain that
I
one
have
away.
a client here to pick up I have a client here to pick up a TV, so I'll be here, but I'll be right back.
Yeah, Ninjician, you do what you gotta do. I'll just deal with the chat and Gara. Gara, how do you think things are going? Chat, how do you think things are going? We're learning.
No, West Side Tech did. You understanding why now, bro? And don't play the race card with me. It has nothing to do with your fucking race. You know it.
A lot today.
Oh, the video I have in store for everybody after I deal with the Actman one.
Right.
Oh boy.
Right. So with Ninjician, he's being very forthcoming, and I genuinely appreciate it. Not a lot of people are very.
Analog horror reactions, maybe, yeah. Why do you think I hesitated, man? And I bet you he brought up the race card to make me feel like I was obligated to have him on. Like, hey, if you don't, it's going to make you, especially after what you said in that video. Nah, dude, I'm not having you on because you're fucking creepy. Has nothing to do with your skin color, pal. The worst drama? This is the most insane. I don't know if it would be the worst. I mean, there's YouTubers that have killed people. What about that one where they did the gun challenge? This is when, like, YouTube was allowing, like, pranks and stuff to get monetized. I'm really stoned, so am I. And they had someone had a book up to him, and they used a gun to, like, see if the book. They thought the book would stop the bullet, and I think the woman ended up dying, or the dude. I don't know if it was there was like a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Very open to talking about like actual doxing stories like that. That's incredible.
Exactly.
I will look right now.
I'm very happy about that.
Insomnia,
keep it
let me
classy,
look.
Chris, show those community posts while waiting for him to come back if he can. All right, so Gara, can you DM me your community post about Quantum trying to basically just be a douche about the?
Yeah, it's actually in your Discord. Actually,
It's in
I
my
sent
Discord.
Yeah, because like the angle of where the pictures were within it wasn't working on the community tab on
So,
phone
We are
perfectly
at-
fine. So I said, I'm sending it to
We're
your
at
Discord.
489 members. We are at 11 members away.
somebody just tried to join.
11.
Can you still hear me? Hello.
Yo, you there?
All right, yeah.
Oh, and the girl was pregnant. Yeah. With his kid. So it was the guy who got shot and killed. For what, man? Everyone was trying to outdo each other with the social experiments and the prank videos. So, see, that's where I got to give YouTube credit. That shit needed to fucking go. The pranks needed to fucking go. It was just everyone just trying to outshock each other for fucking clicks and revenue. And I'm so glad they put the kibosh on that. That's where YouTube made the right choice. The character Piccolo is a pun for pickle, and I'm speculating that they removed the video because YouTube considers pickles and cucumbers. No, come on. Are we like really going work just cucumbers in general? So like if I ate pickles on the fucking stream right now, I get a strike? Yes, yes, I probably would. I have to go.
Try to relax your anus.
I guess I'm getting 2 Series S's tomorrow to give away because we definitely hit the goal. Thank you very much, man. That's really... I'm going to sound like Phil for a second, but I'm not... I'm fine money-wise, and I appreciate it. You guys help support the show in amazing ways. But that's like the biggest thing you could do because memberships are the most, I think, affordable. I mean, supporting the show with the super chats is fantastic too, but the more members I have, the more like that's all I have to worry about. And I would actually like to, I'm going to talk to, I know I've said this a billion times already. I'm going to talk to my network. I may just turn off ads on the streams. Yeah, next stop is 1,000. Next stop is 1,000. I think I may just, I'm going to talk to them tonight and just turn off ads and just have the memberships and have the super chats. Fuck ads at that point. I don't have to worry about, I mean, I don't worry about what I say anyway, but it's just like, let's just go.
I'm here.
But I have to make sure it won't like fuck up my channel first. Dude, I make nothing from ad revenue. I make on my main channel I do. With regular videos I do. But with the streams, it's like pennies. Most of the videos get piss yellow dollar to stream. The videos on demand for the streams get piss yellow dollar signs. So I don't care about it. I don't care. But the only reason I would keep them on is I don't know if it would hurt my channel or hurt the live stream channel. But if it doesn't, yes, but algorithm. Ding, 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 ding. But if it ain't going to fuck me up because YouTube's like, yeah, okay, you don't have monetization on your live stream, but you're still getting members just because YouTube gets a cut of that stuff. Maybe they still will. It won't hurt. I have to find that out first. So I don't want to say, oh, guys, no more ads. And then I find out, Rich, you have to have them where it fucks you up in the algorithm and your channel will just crumble. We got Darkest Hour as a new member. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, man. Trollington coming through. But yes, if I'm going to be a salesperson for this channel, we're going to have merchandise. We're looking into merchandise. I'm even... like I have my editor. He's going to be handling this stuff, too, and on the side. I'm also maybe going to look into maybe I work with like some independent seltzer company to do some kind of beverage. And I'll make it seltzer, but it'll have something to do with bird branding. That's a damn good question. See, these are the things I'm going to have to ask Ostak. That's why I don't want to say, oh, guys, I'm just going to turn it off and go with memberships and super chats because it may fuck up the channel. So I don't care. Like I said, money-wise, it means fuck all to me. Like I said, the few pennies literally probably like a couple bucks per video. Because like I said, most of them get piss yellow dollar signs anyway. But if it'll hurt the channel, I can't do that. Congrats, old man. Can I have a cucumber debate, please? Of course you can.
Cucumbers.
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 Yes, I can. My channel. That's an excellent idea. But you know what? I'm going to spam the applause, Ray. I'm going to go talk to Mundane Matt, and we're going to watch that video together live on stream. I'm serious. I'm sure he'd be down. He's a sport. Max, that is a good fucking question. I have no idea. So you had to ask Trollington. So that is what we'll do. I will bring on Monday. He'd be down to do it. He's a much different dude now. He'd be down to do it. Merchandise. Yeah, we already got the website Bird Merch. Yeah, my editor, he's like, dude, you just got to talk to like an independent company that makes beverages, Griffin. Grape Juice CXX, thank you for becoming a member. How the hell did I miss you? It will probably be this stream when it goes video on demand. So all you have to do to enter, because I'm going to be giving away, because thank you for all the fucking support, I'm going to be giving away 2 Xbox Series S's. You don't have to be a member, though. This is just a celebration because we hit the 500 memberships. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video demand of this stream. I'll put it in the community tab. A week from now, I'll give people time. I will pick using TubeBuddy's randomizer, which I did live on stream, and I'll pick people live on stream to prove I'm just using a randomizer. I'm not cherry picking. I will pick the 2 people that left a comment on this stream, and they will be the ones that win an Xbox Series S. They will definitely run Tickle OS, and they will be thoroughly tickled. And I have no idea about quantum computing. Chicken soup flavored seltzer. Ugh. You know, they had cucumber mint flavored seltzer. It tasted like you had a piece of, like, spearmint gum in your mouth. It was gross.
All right, cool. It just went out.
So it will be this stream. And like I said, all you have to do is be a sub. I'll say this. I'll put this in the community tab, too. And all you have to do is leave a comment on this stream. That's it. I'll bring him on. That actually, dude, I'll make it that like an event. That'll be a big fucking deal. That'll be so funny to have Mundane Matt on to react to that.
Thank you, Classy, for sending me that on Twitter as well. So I'm going to go over Gara's, and then I'm going to match it up with yours, Classy. So I'm going to bring that up. So it begins.
My Steam Deck dock, even though it's not made by Steam, has shipped. It's called it's JSaw. And it's designed for the Steam Deck. I'm interested in it. Make a seltzer. Could you imagine I made a seltzer called Bird Cum? That may actually be marketable. Buy my Bird Cum.
I just got an email about a copyright claim I didn't file. If you receive any fake claims, please reach out. I'll try a retraction immediately. So that's basically confirming what Ninjician's saying is that he just pretends that shit doesn't happen, and that when it does happen to him, he's out of it. He's just blaming everybody else. So this is the stuff that Classy sent to me.
Jesus, man. He has the quantum files.
A little bit more in depth. Classy, where do you want me to go? I'm going to be upfront with you. I read over a few of these. Is it this community tab?
The next goal is if I hit 1,000, I'll give away 2 PS5s. I should probably start looking for them now because I have a feeling that will happen.
Tab right here, the quick rant. Do you want that one? Just put a 1 in chat if that's the case. We're just waiting on Classy.
Especially now with gifted
cool.
subs.
All right, so I'm going to read this out loud for everybody. Gar, you're privy to all this, obviously. So, quick rant, I guess. But how has nobody noticed this? Be the installer and FOMO are rapidly gaining subs way faster than anyone else in the history of AV YouTube community, despite having lower views and experience levels. I, for one,
he is so jealous of everything. Rich, this is Quantum TV speaking. I'd like to personally tickle me on your next live stream to keep up the great work, Quantum. Dude, the invite's here. Don't you dare fucking say you don't know I gave you the invite because you're a fucking liar. Guy, how do you feel? Damn, the last week, huh? How do you feel? It's so different. Everyone handles it differently. That's brutal, though. Yeah, my uncle, who was vaccinated, I believe boosted, he had it. What do you mean you're gifting 500 subs tomorrow? You lie. He's like, yeah, I'm gifting 500 subs. So, hey, he's good. Like, hey, Rich, I'm entering the giveaway. Hope I randomly win. I'm kidding. Oh.
The ego that this man has is phenomenal. He's the kind of person that sees somebody get, like, let's say 10,000 views and one of his videos flops and it only has like a K, and he freaks the fuck out.
Yes, absolutely. He's very insecure.
And goes on some kind of, like, complete fucking rant.
Yes, this stream, when it goes video on demand, all you have to do is be a sub and leave a comment. You don't have to be a member. I wouldn't do that. And secondly, that would be illegal because that would be a lottery or a raffle, excuse me. That would be considered a raffle, and that is illegal. And that's it. Just be a sub, leave a comment on this stream. I'll put this stream in the community tab. In a week, I will check back, and we'll use TubeBuddy, and I will show you live on stream that I just used TubeBuddy to randomly pick the winner.
That doesn't make any sense. This is like reading like I said in the last video, and Gara was there for that. This is like reading a crazy manifesto of like just YouTube bull.
Because that's pay to win. Yeah, I can't. By law in New York State anyway, it's illegal. I would get in trouble if I did that. I wouldn't do that anyway. I don't want. That's why I always made it abundantly clear. Becoming a member does not increase your chances when the giveaway starts. You know. Hey, Rich, if you want to thoroughly tickle, send him music by the band Ghost, like a satanic and. Please, he would make 30 videos on that alone.
Bullshit. It's not even like I can't imagine that this individual exists sometimes. I have 35K subs and over 7 million views.
1.7
It's in line with natural growth. I'm good with it. However, these guys warp speed past everyone else in less than a fraction of the time it took all of us to build respectable channels. If you have time to check these analytics, it's a fun game to play, I suppose. With a fucking
yeah, he absolutely loses sleep over shit like this. He tosses and turns. His wife has to be making the money because he can't function as a normal human being, so he couldn't work a normal job. There's no way. There's no fucking way. He would if he worked at a cubicle somewhere, he would be pacing. He would be tickled and pacing back and forth. All right, where you said it's all right. So, can I track this? So why are you telling me it's shipped if you're not showing me anything about it? All right, well, when it gets here, when the doc gets here, it gets
here. Be real classy. Can I just be real with you real quick? Why does he put emojis in everything?
Because he is like a teenage girl. Oh, it's going to be 93 tomorrow. Fucking kill me.
How old is Quantum that he's putting emojis in a fucking community post? I don't even know his real name. I don't even know anything real about this guy. Because he's like a fucking enigma to me. Who puts emojis in as a point in a fucking community?
YouTube, I'm giving you credit where credit's due. Bless you for doing the gifted sub thing. People have been asking for it. You delivered, and it is helping out content creators. Well done.
Post to your actual fans. Let's take a look here. Tech Steve has over 100K subs and over 28 million views. Good stuff. Paul the Tech Giant has 70K subs and over 20 million views. Again, good stuff. They put the time in work and got the results. It's nice that he talks really... it's nice that he says nice things about Paul, but then proceeds to say, don't you dare come into my chat after receiving harassment from him. Like... That's the part that's kind of like blowing my mind, is that he gives props to Paul.
Props to Paul.
But then...
Sounds like a TV show.
When Paul says, hey, I'm getting harassment from your channel after he makes some videos about Paul, he literally started talking mad shit about him and saying, don't you dare talk to me like that. Like some kind of fucking omnipotent god.
Yeah, I saw that video.
This man's ego is something else. Also, to everyone who was offended by me saying doing emojis, listen, in texts, fine. Don't care. If you're posting this on a community page...
No, even in text, emojis are annoying. Like, just communicate with words. Especially if, like, you're my age. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Stop with the emojis. Stop. Stop it now. Who's older than you? Who's older than you, Abby?
Fucking get the point across. You're doing too much.
Cucumbers, like this kind of shit's different. But if we're just having a conversation or you're putting a community post, why is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? There is 10, 11 emojis in there. So stop it.
Am I wrong on that, Gara? I don't.
Yeah, old people do love old people and
no.
Paul the
you nailed it on that.
Yeah, Paul the Tech Giant, 20 million views, beating the already unfair YouTube algorithm.
Like, if you're texting and shit like that or doing chats here, that is, again, that's the gray area of this. That's fine. But, like, if you're like, hey, how was your day? Smile, 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 crafting, laughing face, sad face, happy face, this. Like, what? Just ask the fucking goddamn fucking question.
Okay, unfair YouTube. Just make better content. Why are you calling it the...
That's different, Guinness Buddha. That's different. But if you're like someone I know and we're having a conversation, or if you're like Tickled TV and you're doing a community post, like, that looks like the rant of a jealous teenage girl with the amount of emojis. Oh, wait, there's actually... Wait, one? Let's count the emojis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
I am thoroughly tickled.
9, 10, 11. There's 12 fucking emojis in there. There's 12 fucking emojis in a community post. Do you understand? Do you understand? No, you shouldn't. Dylan Bacon, you should not stop with them. You should not stop with them. But if we were having like a conversation or something like that, or like via text or like whatever messenger service, and everything is emojis, yes, I would have a problem with that.
The unfair algorithm.
But these don't count. It's different. Those don't bother me. And no, it's not because you're my audience. It's like, that's what people do in chats like this. Like Crazy Crack, I am perfectly fine with all of that. That doesn't count. Jasmine, it doesn't count. The anus has been released and relaxed.
Not once on any of my videos have I said the fucking algorithm's unfair. That's both on the Chris the Narc channel and Narcax. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, it is unfair.
The algorithm is interesting. I won't say it's fair either. It's interesting. Sometimes it favors you, sometimes it doesn't.
Fair to a certain extent, but if you make good content, it rewards you. Yes, Flatley, we know the meme. The new meme, everybody, is that he's vegan. He can't be homophobic. Instead of the gay...
Because everyone who is vegan is gay in Quantum's mindset, but then Sir Quantum, it circles back to you. You're vegan, right? It just wraps it all together.
Satanic atheist agenda one, we're just going with the vegan one. I guess that's just going to trump it.
This cucumber's looking really good. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that cucumber just full-blown deep throat.
What just happened?
That overnight. Yeah, okay, boys. Wait, what? All
What
that
is Abby?
overnight.
Abby, the tickled man, is 29. Yes, Abby, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. The birds appreciate it too, Abby. I'm done.
How is that overnight? That probably took a significant amount of time for these individuals to get over even 10K subs. And he's just like, hey, you know what? Huh? Overnight? Okay, boys. Okay, boys. Okay, boys. What the fuck?
Yeah, okay, boys. You know, like, I'm the best reviewer on... He can't accept it. Like, dude. You just dude, upload your fucking videos and make the best ones that you can. They make better reviews than you. Compare Tickled Television's channel to, like, Digital Digest. There's no comparison. They wipe the floor with you for production value. It's like me being jealous of Linus Tech Tips. who, yeah, I mean, I do the occasional review, like the C2 review is coming next week. Finally. Do you think I have the equipment and production value that his review of the TV? Of course not. So he's gonna get the viewership and the subs. It's just like, that's like me complaining. Well, Linus Tech Tips and I blah blah blah. It is what it is, Chief. Make better content then. I want to compete with Linus Nipple Tips. I'm gonna have to get a studio, get a red camera, steal Luke from him. You know what I mean? Like, just get over it, man.
I know what you're doing, but whatever, I guess. So he's in.
Yeah, I missed a couple too the first time. There's 12. That's why I counted it again, and I put the music on for dramatic effect. Oh, look, there's a man in his DMs. There's a man right there. Why am I pointing? You can't see what I'm pointing to on the screen. You see ReviewTechUSA right there.
Insinuating bots and view subbing. Great. Good start, Quantum. You're very smart. Just fucking kidding. I'm sure all the subs that they get are totally legit.
Oh.
They're just better than every single AV YouTuber that has ever done this, right? Totally legit, guys.
They're better than yours. He can't. He's showing his jealousy and insecurity.
Nothing to see here. Oh, and don't forget, anyone that notices this and calls this out is totally jealous. Oh my god.
Projection is real, son.
Classy, how have you and Ninjician like dealt with this? I couldn't imagine like the pre-era of Quantum until it reached this zeitgeist. I just don't understand. Classy, how the fuck did you deal with this? Like really? Like really, really, really? What was that? What was that again? The other post is the one where he says he will ban anyone that
Andrew,
watches FOMO. And
thank you
says
for
they're
being a member
Satanists.
for a
Okay,
year.
we're
Mr.
definitely gonna laugh
TV
at
is
that
a
one.
man. He is
so
a man
basically,
with an
this is
ass.
just him insinuating bots and view subbing. What is this one?
With no
live
evidence.
stream tonight,
And the irony is that many people believe that's what he was doing.
spend time with the family.
Yes, Westside.
Most people will do anything for success. It's sad, including sell their soul to a pro Lucifer audience base. Fortunately,
Gee, it's like all these things that are actually on his account tie together, and it's actually him. Like, Westside, bro, just keep it real with you. This is why I took a step back with you. I found out that those creepy playlists were confirmed to be on your channel. Like, what do you want? My hands are tied, son. What do you want me to do?
I'm not the one of the moralist, godless, fatherless activity individuals. I need to ask a Ninjician if that's real. I know it's his fucking post and
It is definitely real.
everything, but after Ninjician confirmed that the gay satanic atheist meme is not real, I need him to confirm this one too. I believe you.
This is why I can't totally take that one off the table. I believe him, but it just... Look what he's doing here again. It almost sounds the same. It almost sounds the same. And then for the people saying that you're sick of this, this is real. This is real. This Chris the Narc is here. This is real. So how do you... I don't know, man. Look, we will say it's fake. But if it comes around like 6 months from now, we find out that that Discord post was actually real, will anybody be shocked? Yes, Westside Tech, those playlists that I thought Quantum was full of shit with because he'll lie about anything were apparently confirmed to be on your channel with young girls like getting, what was it, like getting dressed and stuff. I'm just gonna be a straight shooter with you. Like, dude, I can't have you on here if that's accurate, and it is, it seems like. Sorry. You know, I just got to strike off this channel, and plus, I'm not going to be associated with it. Why? But dude, the names you had on those, man, that didn't sound No, dude. Those didn't seem like playlists put together by young girls.
Classy. I do. But it's so funny to me that
Like, bro, I'm sorry. I can't have that here. I can't. And that's terrible. Like, come on.
every time he does something funny, I don't think it's real. Because it's actually hilarious. Like... How does the show Lucifer make you a Satanist?
Because he's insane. And he's jealous. Stop the FOMO has more talent in a pimple on his left ass cheek than Quantum has in his entire body. He actually reviews the televisions, does a thorough review, is charismatic. Isn't it an insecure narcissist? Yes, you can.
No, Daddy, no.
Which cucumber do you want? We'll give you a fight.
Cucumbers.
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 Dude, I'm calling you whatever those playlists were on your channel. I'm saying that because those were confirmed to be on your channel, that yes, I'm not comfortable having you on here. Do you blame me? Let's put the shoe on the other foot, bro. I had those playlists on my channels with the names that you had on there. Would you want me on your channel? I'll have the streamer answer for me.
No, Daddy, no.
What do you want me to say? It has nothing to do with your race. It has nothing. I have to be careful, bro. And plus, sorry, that is creepy. Don't want to be affiliated with that. I don't know what to say. Who are you talking about? West Side Tech. Dylan Bacon, thank you for the bacon and beef.
I've watched Lucifer a handful of times. It doesn't make me a fucking Satanist. Ever. It's
But what does that have to do with those playlists being on your channel, though?
the same point that I made when I said I watch Alex Jones ironically because I think he's entertaining. I don't believe anything he's fucking expouting, but it's funny watching him take a great sword to an Amazon drone and break it on camera.
That is true.
Like, you can't debate me that that's not funny. Like, the same thing that he said for this situation. Like, he turns around and goes, "Oh, you know, this is fucking bullshit. This is bullshit." Also, pro casual, yes, at the bachelor party, we watched a lot of Kenobi. I blew through the whole season, and I'm just waiting for the last episode. That's how lame our friends are. I love all of our friends. I do. Second family and everything. We spent so much time at
Gay frogs and black helicopters. I'm looking at... Oh, wait, you can't see it for cucumber protection. Turn the freaking frogs gay!
the bachelor party, just fucking watching Kenobi. Classy. Go up to the post above the one you read. This one right here, the one with The Last of Us, The Last of Us 2 comment, Classy.
Classy is
this the one you're talking about, dude? This one right here, The Last of Us one?
What do you mean you give me the benefit of the doubt? What do you have me on? What do you have? And I didn't use that word against you, man, but hey, those playlists, no. And the things that were named, those were not done by a young girl.
What's this one? Keep going up? All right. Just write one in chat when you're ready. Oh, this! Is this it?
They cracked it. We all have a grind. Okay, nothing to see here. Back on our lane we go. Yeah, dude, they're more successful than you. He hates it. You know what the biggest burn to him is the fact he wanted to stomp Mischief out, and he thought, just like with all the other bullshit he did, that he was going to intimidate Mischief to get rid of his video, all that shit. And then Mischief turns around and ends up getting blown past it with subs. What is Mischief at right now? Like closing on 200,000? Oh, he's losing sleep over that every single night. He is not tickled with happiness.
Just write a 1 in chat, Classy. Or 2 in chat if it's not. Is it this one? Oh, the FOMO support. Okay, I found it. So a guy makes one meme here for the satanic cult. Quantum, and this is his blog post, by the way.
Which, of course, he'll deny because they're taken down.
This one, right, Classy? I'm just making sure. This one. Okay, perfect. So, Gara, are you watching the stream?
Chris the Narc, you are here. Those West Side Tech playlists were confirmed to be on his channel, right? I'm just gonna... Oh, excuse me, wrong music, West Side. That wasn't my playlist. Why don't you stop being a white supremacist and ask me on your show? You are trolling. I thought you were better than that. Dude. You think you're going to pull out the race card and intimidate me when you know this has nothing to do with race? Yeah, here's my invitation to come on my show. No. Just like Quantum, you have creepy ass playlists right like that, and you're gonna whip it. You're gonna try to pull it out and make me look like a bad guy. Sit down, son.
Stream right now?
Oh, of course, man.
Do you want to read this one? Because I think it's hilarious, but I want you to read it.
Oh wait, straight from the community.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did invite Q. I did. He keeps on saying everything I said here is a lie. YouTube obviously knows that Quantum TV is on the platform, saying he didn't do anything wrong, so I could have him on.
Yeah, the one right on the page.
I'll turn off the chat and I'll whisper to him softly. He says I yell during my... Look, what interviews have I done? Is there an interview I've done where I've yelled? Even with the interview with Keemstar, didn't yell. Or that was actually a debate, too, where usually debates get heated. I didn't yell. Keemstar yelled. He yelled quite a bit. Yeah, man, look, it is what it is, dude. There's no way I could have you on with that shit. I wouldn't have you on.
On my stream right now. The one about all FOMO supporters will be banned from this point forward.
Okay. All FOMO supporters will be banned from this point forward. Any mention of his name is also subject to a ban, depending on context. FOMO ignores all comments except this one. But hey, keep saying I'm reaching... looking for clicks, overreacting, and denying the truth. If you support concepts like the devil being a good guy, you're a POS.
I saw that.
Needs to leave. I'm not a saint, and you don't need to be one either.
Far from it. Far from it.
All right, everyone leave the guy alone. I said what I said. Let's move on. It is what it is. He wants to go with the race card with me now. Let him. Has nothing to do with that. And Westside, I invited countless times Quantum TV on the show. He's black too. He may actually be racist towards other black people, which I don't understand for the life of me, but that kind of throws your argument out the window.
A fucking saint, bro.
You definitely aren't welcome to bring those demonic spirits here. If you sympathize with the devil, thinking evil is okay, as long as it's portrayed in a joking manner, you'll be best suited finding another channel. I will always...
Yeah, don't. There's no reason to fight with him. It is what it is. I said my piece. You know, how white flour, poultry. Well, you put bird breast, you put the white flour, then you put the breading on. Then I have some people that are against that. I don't know. I'm actually pretty decent at making chicken cutlets. What the fuck am I talking about? Alan, thank you for the coffee.
Please speak against evil BS like this. Enough said. In the next video, we'll get to regular schedule.
And look, I did the same thing with Vosh. I looked into him first before had him on the show, and everything was good. I looked into West Side Tech. I found out those playlists were on his channel. That's not good.
Content. Be advised, this channel has strong moral character requirements.
I have returned.
Yeah, welcome back. We're just we're reading over the.
Yeah, what does his race have to do with it? If he was white and had the same playlist, I would have the same reaction. If he was Asian, has to do with the fact that you had those playlists. And like, hold on, let me go look. I think that video about West Side Tech. I won't look just in case there's something I can't show on camera. I don't want to search across my channel. I want to YouTube. Is it on Controversial Truth? Yes. Let's see. Yeah.
West, y'all. I'm at work and I'm looking at all the videos. So I'm back at the center of an old fucking lie that Quantum mustered up. Let's break this down, guys. Use your goddamn common sense. Quantum Paciosis took my channel down. My daughter say, you can take my channel, Daddy. I took her channel, put Westside Fire Tech, because it used to be called Terry Fire, something, whatever she created. She wanted a new channel, so I took her YouTube channel, because my channel was deleted for cyberbullying.
What is...
I was fucking Quantum up. Easy, this is easy. Daughter gave me her channel. She was watching all that stuff. Come on.
Yeah, we got Juicy Jugs.
Guys. Let's not fall for the fuck. Let's not.
White Bras. Bras Sexy Colors. Most Lovely Nipples.
Fall for his guys, because you get ate up on the
Thick.
internet. Let's not
Gymnast Pantyhose.
fall for the fuck. Let's not
Wow, Ebony Foot Fetish.
fall for his lies, because he's getting ate up on the internet. Come on, cut it out. Let's cut this out. You know, goddamn Quantum is a liar and an habitual liar. I gave my daughter gave me her.
Sexy African Teens. Jonathan, look, let's leave him alone. Look, dude, come on.
DMs that Classy sent me of the community tabs where he says that FOMO is allowing what's the exact words again? We aren't welcoming to bring those demonic spirits here. And
Like, come on, your daughter ain't making those lists, and they confirmed those lists were accurate. Son,
be advised, this channel has strong moral character requirements.
Quantum TV said that.
Have you seen that one before?
I've seen a bunch.
I feel like they
Like-
all just mold into each other.
Yeah, it's a very interesting take that he has on life in terms of I'm super into anime, but I'm also I don't want to see any naked boobies in any of my movies.
So
That is such a red flag on so many levels that he like freaks out. Oh, that was a good fart. He freaks out when Quantum TV freaks out when he sees titties. I gotta piss, but that's baffling on so many different levels. I mean, if and that's the thing. Do you think I would just trust Quantum with those playlists? That's the same motherfucker who lies about me calling me a pedophile. But you got other people verifying those playlists. Unless there's something he could prove those playlists weren't his. Like, come on, man. Like, what do you want me to do, bro?
So is he that prude against the female form or just nudity in general?
Like, that's you, which it's so everyone's saying it is. That's some creepy ass shit.
I'm gonna assume it's in general. But yeah, I'm not too sure.
That's
Who's lying on you? Who's lying? If someone comes to me with something like that, I've looked into Vosh because I have to make sure the guy, you know what I mean? Like, I would look into anybody. So who's lying on you, dude?
actually incredibly
Come on, man. Don't make me block you on here, bro.
interesting because everyone's just running with the fact that he might be closeted. I don't believe that. You know, he's got a wife, kids.
That doesn't mean shit. Yeah, I gotta ban you, bro. I gotta ban you. You're gonna pull out that I'm lying on you. Come on, dude. Come on now.
This
Didn't want to do that, but there we go.
I don't believe that. And people that are making that joke are kind of just like doing it to meme on him, obviously, like the cucumber in the mouth thing. But it's just pushing an envelope, really.
A little bit, yeah.
What are the other things?
I've made that joke, just to be fair. But.
Well, yeah, everyone's kind of made that joke at this point. I've made that joke off camera, 100%.
I think I actually think that's probably part of his problem. He's very insecure about his sexuality. Don't know why. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but in his mind there is, so that's why he is. Yeah, I wasn't going to sit there fighting with him all night.
I'll fucking say it right now. I wanted to ask you one particular thing, because everyone's been talking about his right-hand man, Anonymous. I know in the pre-show you were kind of like, I didn't know a lot about him in the beginning or anything like that. Let me ask you this. Do you believe that Anonymous is Quantum?
Yeah, because it would be a back and forth thing all night. If there's any proof that I don't just do this for money, he was super chatting to fight with me. Like, okay. I mean, thank you.
Not even close.
Thank you, because I've been saying that, and everyone just keeps going off and saying, "Oh, it's got to be him. It sounds just like him."
So, I honestly believe Quantum TV's channel would be so much better if Anonymous ran it instead of him.
Really?
And if Anonymous made videos. Oh yeah. So here's the funny thing about Anonymous, and this, and I know he's listening.
Oh yeah, he is.
He loves to start fights with me. He, like, if you look in the Discord, you'll see like rants. Like, I'm gonna touch on 30 different things that Ninjician got wrong on his
Exposed.
Yeah, that's where I called him like the Dexter of YouTube or some shit. I was like 30 points. Holy shit. Like,
yeah. So I was on a work
This
trip
part.
and I made like a 2-hour response video to all of the stuff that Anonymous had posted in the Discord, and that's why he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna touch on this. I'm gonna touch on this." I was like, you know what? This guy's just having too much fun, so I got rid of the video. But here's the difference between Quantum TV and Anonymous, and it's such a slight difference, but it's a huge difference. Anonymous is in love with what Quantum TV does to televisions. I don't know why, but he is. Contrary to that, the guy is like a huge audiophile, has a kick-ass home theater system. We have a lot of the same components in our home theaters. Like, if this guy wasn't such a
Fucking psycho.
crazed anti-vaxxing, like just weirdo that is in love with Quantum's TV settings, I would probably be decent friends with Anonymous because we have so much in common when it comes to home theater. Quantum, on the other hand, doesn't even know how to set up a soundbar, essentially. Like, is still using this piece of crap Sony soundbar from years ago and runs like, if you see those lights in the back of his, setup, the reason he doesn't like HDR is a lot of these like Philips Hues and these Govies and all these different soundbars don't support like HDR pass-through.
Less.
So he's like,
Life
oh, I
left.
want to
Thank
use
you for becoming a member.
my rear disco lights when I'm
Appreciate
watching TV, so I have to run everything through this and that. They're not the same person because Anonymous has such a better grasp on everything outside of these TV settings that it literally is impossible for them to be the same person. It's literally like Moon Knight, where you've got Steven and Mark. Anonymous is like Steven, and then I guess Quantum could be whatever the crazy one is that just kills people.
Right. That makes sense. It's
Yes,
kind
I
of intriguing
banned
that
him.
everyone's trying to put them on as the same person, and I'm glad that you're kind of like clearing that up because you've dealt with both of them, and the reason I'm bringing it up and bringing Anonymous up is I wanted to kind of like get something straight. From the video that we put out about the doxing leaks, me and Gara jumped to the conclusion that Anonymous and Quantum did reach out to you, which you cleared up was not the case. It was literally you. If you want to take it from there of like why the situation ended up being what it is, because me and Gara, I'll admit that we jumped to that conclusion.
Reached out to me like how?
The email thing.
So first and foremost, neither Quantum or Anonymous has ever emailed me.
Okay.
And my email's on my YouTube, and it has been.
Yeah, so is mine. He could have emailed
So
me.
I remember before I uploaded the video
Definitely on
that was in
ReviewTechUSA.
regards
Not
to
sure about
answering
here.
Anonymous and all of his questions. Because I think what they were trying to do is post a lot of questions in Discord, trying to like get a response from me or something. So what I did on my community tab is I made a post that was like, hey guys, great news. Quantum TV and Anonymous both emailed me sincere apologies and all this other nonsense that I had posted. And they fell for this bait. They're in their Discord going, he has no evidence that we sent an email.
Right.
We never sent an email to him, especially not one apologizing. We must have been hacked, or you know what I mean? And I'm like sitting there going, how dumb do you have to be not to see the
people call me
dripping
fucking
sarcasm in
shit
that
every
post?
day.
Because if you read the rest of it, it literally said something along the
Every
lines
day.
of like a JK video response coming tomorrow. Like the guys are simpletons,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, I'm starting to. They're very naive.
it's this conglomerate, as a professional calibrator, as someone that's a true pro, not a middle tier calibrator, as Westside likes to call me, you have a different perspective on the way things should look and the way things should be. As an average consumer, even you guys,
Oh my God, cucumbers!
you guys, I don't know if you've ever seen a display that's been, calibrated. You probably haven't.
Probably haven't. I've usually walked
Yeah.
into like Walmart, looked at the display settings and everything like that. But those are completely different settings than when you get them home because they
Right.
send you the default.
Exactly. And you see the default in the store and you see the demos and you go, that looks bright and colorful and fantastic. You might even think that that looks really good. And it's not your fault because you haven't seen the difference.
Right.
So you can build a group of people that pay you $5 a month for someone to just fuck up your TV monthly to make it look worse than those store demos. So it blows my mind that someone as smart as Anonymous, and I do think he's smart, but someone that smart can kind of fall in line and drink the Kool-Aid along with Quantum in terms of how bad it actually
Because it's about the Kool-Aid. It's not about the settings. He likes the fact that he's into TVs and he's a fucking right-wing freak like him.
looks.
Yeah, I agree with you on that aspect, because it just doesn't make sense that somebody who, because he seems intelligent from the interactions that I've had with him. I don't know if you ever saw on my Twitter where I basically slapped him up a little bit verbally, but he's a smart guy. Like, he's smart. Not smart in regard to posting a video of Actman saying horrible shit back in the day and then saying he never apologized for it.
Thank you very much,
But
Edwin.
can I just say,
appreciate
like,
that.
Context?
Yeah,
like, people
context.
don't understand context on anything.
Right.
And when you don't understand the context, even from someone that I never heard of, what was his name? Vost? Whatever his name was?
Vosh.
I
Vosh.
listened...
Voss.
Vosh, yeah. I listened to that full video, and I think he was on with Vegan Gains, who I've had a YouTube channel since like 2012.
I was there
It used to
at
be
the
a fitness
beginning. That
channel,
channel,
so I know
Westside
Vegan
Tech,
Gains really
took
well.
over.
Right.
Was Terrifier. All was kid videos.
When he
Westside
was
Tech
trying to
channel was
make
banned
that
for.
false comparison between the morality of different
So what are you saying, that those are confirmed or they weren't his? Like,
things, and if someone takes something like that out of context,
because everyone says I talk too goddamn much.
that simply shows to
That's
me
why.
that you're not intelligent enough
Yeah, I'm still on.
to even comment on it.
It's not, dude. It's funny because I barely stream compared to like other streamers, even people my age. They're like, "Oh, I stream for like 6 hours a day," and I put up, like, "You stream 6 hours a day? You're fucking crazy."
You know what I mean?
Right. Like,
So-
how he insinuated that Richard is a pedo for listening to him.
But why would a young girl have playlists like that, like nice nipples? Like, it's just, dude, look, if he gets vindicated of it, he gets vindicated of it. But I mean, come on,
Exactly. But when
some motherfuckers. I don't know how old you are, Chris and Narc. Some motherfuckers are crazy, man.
Actman makes a video saying that, and he says all those words in the video, and he's making a point with it, saying that if you're getting offended by this, that's part of your own self-beliefs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a bad take, but he wasn't
He deleted the playlist.
saying anything malicious in that video. He wasn't calling people derogatory names. He wasn't saying you're a this or you're a that. He was basically saying these are bad words, but you can kind of own.
Yeah, my thing is 26. Oh, wow, I thought you were younger than that, bro. Sure, I could stream for 4 to 6 hours and I wouldn't like fall asleep at my desk. But I don't like streaming when I don't have energy, because then it's just like I feel like I'm just a douche. Like, yeah, just send me money and I'll just stare at the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, that's just, I know people do it, and hey, if people want to send them money, God bless. I feel like I have to have something. Like, I still have energy right now. If I start feeling it, I'll be like, yo, I'm closing up shop.
Own those words and control how they make you feel. That was kind of the gist of that video. And yet they just throw it around because it's like, oh, we got the N-word coming out of Actman's
He's
mouth.
not lying. All right, so I'll look into it. But no matter what, Chris and Narc, we got to look into that, because I don't want to spread around. Not that I'm going to keep bringing it up, but if those playlists were not his, then fine. I'm not looking to throw anybody under the bus, but people keep bringing this shit up to me that's not Quantum. If it was like Quantum's can't bring it, I don't fucking trust anything they say. They're all fucking liars. I've proven it firsthand. Can I be a mod? Yes, of course you can. Troll, you've been around for a long time. You could have just asked. I appreciate that. I appreciate the super chat. Don't get me wrong, but you've done the members that you've been crazy tonight, dude.
Hard R. And I'm like, yeah, if you saw some of the stuff that I mentioned this on Rich's stream, like,
Yeah, you
I
don't
wish I
fight
had my
with
old
me
laptop
about-
because some of the
Yo, you don't fight with that public. I mean, look, he wanted the super chat, be super chappy, but You know, that's something you talk about outside of the stream, not fighting with me or debating that with me live.
The videos he had posted on his quantum vlog,
Someone
both
wants to
him
spread
and
my
his
sweet
wife
ass cheeks.
were so demeaning and so awful.
Like if you
Like-
had to pick one thing out of that sticks in your mind, what would be the thing?
So his wife's Hispanic. He's made that public, right? He's like, oh yeah, I think he's even said, oh, our kids are half breeds, whatever.
Oh my god, that fucking line.
In Florida, and I said this on Rich's stream, there was a New Year's celebration, and he was mad that both him and his wife made a video pissed that they were singing songs in Spanish. And was basically, the take was, this is an American holiday.
Yeah, dude, teenage girls don't make lists, or like young girls don't make lists of young like women and go and hey, all right, I'm gonna categorize this as nice nipples. That's not a thing. That's not a thing that happens. Oh, Jesus Christ. This fucking doing this content creation shit is like a fucking rodeo.
And they need to be singing these songs in like English.
What the fuck?
So
Yes, Quantum TV as a black man is the same guy who's complaining that there was a black character in Horizon Forbidden West. Like
that take, it's not the most like, you know, kill all the gays, they deserve it type of take.
Right.
But it's such a simple take on New Year's, which is a holiday for everybody. You know,
It's a
around the
holiday.
world.
Yeah.
Around the world, and he's trying to like localize it to his own bubble, being like, you know,
We
I
are
want
getting
these
through this
in,
tonight.
English, and like even his anime to him, he had tweets, and I've got these tweets. He had tweets towards the people that localize anime for the U.S.
Right.
basically stating that if it's not dubbed, meaning if they haven't done English voiceovers for it, then they can like burn in hell. Like we don't want, you know, we don't want this in the States. I was like, I don't know how to respond to this because like I cannot stand anything dubbed.
he was a son and daughter, so he was so mad at Quantum he didn't clear out his playlist. He did those playlists. I follow all of them. I have to look into it, man.
Like, have you guys ever tried to watch the Netflix show Squid Game?
No,
when
you
it's
can't watch
dubbed
that
in
dubbed.
English?
No, you can't watch it dubbed. Can't do it.
I'm sure Quantum TV would. It's like
Can I ask you, Ninjician, can you please like DM those to me on Discord or Twitter so I can interlace?
But the way he handled it anyway was not. If he wanted to talk about this, you go into DMs or don't fight back and forth here like this. It's not going to make me want to have him on.
Them in here to kind of like build context to that if you still have them.
Yeah, let me see if I can send it. Hold on.
Yeah, you don't have to send
I'll
them
have
now.
to do it
We'll have to do
through-
it later. We can do it later.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Yeah,
just
because I'm like, what a take. And I know what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Because
Floor's
there was a
yours.
point a couple months ago around when Mischief and Actman were making these videos. Do you guys remember when he said his YouTube got hacked?
Yeah.
Yes.
He made these big posts showing, oh, my YouTube just got hacked. And you remember all his videos going down and people were like, oh my gosh, he's deleting all his videos or deleting the channel?
Mm-hmm.
He was deleting videos.
So I know what happened.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys have touched on this or not.
I don't know.
So he has all of those social media links under all of his videos in the description box, all of them, to his Twitter, Facebook. I think he even has TikTok in there at one point.
He does.
Okay. What he did, and I'm sure you guys know this as YouTubers, if you want to make a change on your YouTube videos, generally it's going to, like if you do a mass change, he privated all of his
Yeah, you private it. It takes away the views.
videos so he could change the descriptions in all of them. And the reason I know this is because a lot of his members only videos, when he came back on live, everything he had scrubbed, so he scrubbed like 6 million views worth of videos, which were probably like the hot takes and all the crazy crap he was talking about. Well, the description boxes were all different. And then for a moment, all of his members' videos were up, meaning they were all available to everybody, like they were public videos. So what he did is he took that day to scrub his entire YouTube channel of all of his links and all of his hot take videos, trying to destroy as much evidence as he could.
Yep, makes sense.
And then claim on YouTube that he was hacked.
My editor and I were talking about that today too.
And that people, I'm almost positive he blamed it on me, saying I was trying to hack his channel to expose all of the members' videos, all of his settings videos.
Oh my god. I do remember something along those lines, and Classy wanted to add something too. He deleted the review, but he had reviewed Forza Horizon 5 and destroyed it for having minorities and prosthetics options in the character creation at the beginning of the game.
Yes,
Didn't
that's
talk
true.
about anything else of the game. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I have
He
that
basic-
video.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, if he's got the video, perfect. Because one of his hot takes is like, soldiers and amputee
What's up,
victims,
Mark? How
they
are
don't
you?
need that PTSD from seeing their character and prosthetics on the select screen. I'm like, bro, no.
What? There's no way. I didn't think it could get worse with him, but there's moments, bro. I'm sorry. I'm trying to let you talk. I'm just laughing at that. That's amazing.
That's
Oh, no,
amazing.
I'm
That's
listening.
absolutely amazing.
The whole hack tweets thing. That's one thing I really wanted to touch on because I don't know if we touched on this too much when I talked with Rich.
I don't believe a lot.
He's like a QAnon person's dream come true. He is like the poster child to be a QAnon
A lot of
member.
people have really touched
Okay.
on like how it could be, how his take on the situation. Because just for context for me, how I described the tweet hacking thing, he was like, well, everything got hacked, and my computer was hacked, my PlayStation was hacked, my Xbox was hacked. I learned recently that it's all on the hard drive and not really saved on a cloud. But I gave Quantum the benefit of the doubt and said, you know what, you're dealing with all these things, your emails that involve your business, heavy quotations. Yeah, of course you're not going to check Twitter, but in the downtime, wouldn't you want to check if these trolls posted anything
Wonderful,
malicious?
Tom. You're going to cosplay as me?
That was my point. So you're saying that you know more about that situation.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
So everybody knows he had Facebook pages that were his community groups before Discord, right?
Right.
So here was the whole play. The play was, hey, if you guys want technical support or to get a hold of me, here's my Facebook group. Or
Quantum TV technical support. How can I tickle you?
or here's my Twitter. I'm gonna use it for tech support for the channel, right? I don't know if Classy remembers this. This was a long time ago. I remember going to his Facebook page, and in the posts or the comments, it was tons and tons and tons of questions and questions and questions that he was not answering at all to any of them.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I mean, she still has like a low-grade fever on and off, but yeah, she's fine. She's doing okay. She was playing outside. She's okay.
I made a video where I
It just
shared
sucks that
screen when
because she has a fever, I'm not going to be able to get them this weekend unless she like miraculously gets it away tomorrow. Because they have colds all the time. They come here with colds, but I can't get fevers up here. And she does not have COVID. She was tested for it.
went into his Facebook page and started answering all the technical questions for all of his followers because someone needed to. So I just went through all the comments and was giving him all the tech support.
Holy shit.
And because it was funny. It was entertaining to me and it was good content because I like putting out informative content about TVs, displays, and all this stuff.
Classy just
I
added
won't-
something to this. I
Yeah.
don't mean to cut you off. He said he kept posting on Twitter after those LGBT posts, never removed them.
That's actually what I'm going to get to.
Okay.
Why are kids gross? Kids are the best choice I ever made.
So
Okay.
he's had,
Yes,
he's
I'm
had
okay. I'm actually doing the thing and listening to them and being considerate and not stopping every 5 seconds.
multiple Twitter accounts. Some that would have his
And
real
I wanna
name,
hear
some that
this
had the
too and
Quantum
react to
Apotheosis
it.
one, but I remember the one that was specifically like Quantum TV, the one that the trolls taken over.
Allegedly.
And I remember going back and I saw
Yeah, but I wish the trolls wouldn't do that though, because then that gives them ammunition. Say, look, see, the hacks are real.
his post to Neil Druckmann from The Last of Us 2. He
Yeah.
was quoting Neil talking about how they're forcing their gay agenda on him or whatever it was.
Yeah, but it sucks that she's, has a fever, though. Because now I won't be able to see him this weekend.
I still have those screenshots and everything. It can never go away.
Yeah, I that was the first ever tweet I did a reaction on. Is like looking at the collage of, it was in Ackman's video, the copyright abuser one. It was the collage of just heinous shit.
What's
he
up,
said.
Damien?
So you're saying you saw that tweet in real time?
Oh yeah, a lot of people saw it in real time. But here's the thing.
And I linked to it on here and saw it on his Twitter. And he still has the same takes now. That's why he won't say it was him. That's why he's going with it's hacked. He doesn't want to actually have to disavow it and apologize for it because he still feels that way. He just put something up horrible about women who may get an abortion the other day. He wants them shot dead.
He talks all this time about, I'm
me
a
too,
people's
Mayor.
channel and the memberships pay the bills and this and that. He was sponsored by the TV brand Hisense. And when I say sponsored, they sent him product for free, which in his member.
Yeah, they've sent me product for free. It doesn't mean it's sponsored, though. I reviewed the TV. I got to keep the sample. Because I'll tell you this, I ain't packing that fucking shit back up. The places that, too, if there's big channels that can do that and have a whole shipping department to ship back, great. Guess what I don't fucking have? So that's not if they were paying for him to do overviews of the TVs, that's a sponsorship. But people get to keep shit they review all the time.
Members tab, he actually complained because one of the boxes they sent him, he opened up the TV and it was cracked, all the shit, it was completely busted. And he's sitting there whining like, those fucking guys at Hisense sending me penny stock and all this other stuff. Well, here's what happened. Before those tweets, well, not before. Before April 2020, he was on Twitter.
Kenshin Himura, there is 1,100 people here that disagree with you right now. If you don't want to watch this, once we're done with this, like I said before, you even said this, we're moving on to other things. It is what it is.
Twitter. It was his support channel. Hisense Canada found his YouTube channel.
This is still an active thing.
He was reviewing Hisense TVs. And they shouted him out on Twitter. And this was in March.
That is something they probably regretted.
Was it April? Sometime in 2020. Like early 2020. When I made my Twitter account.
Right.
And that ties in. And they're like, oh, we just want to take the day to focus on the #1 brand in honesty, Quantum TV. Thank you for giving such a blah, blah, blah. This is Hisense, right?
Yeah, it's a major company,
Oh no.
So I thought, it'd be really funny is I made
Phil
a
Turd,
Twitter
we
account
did it, Ray.
with my name. And I think I had a kitty riding on a unicorn.
Oh, you love when
And
they're being
I
exposed.
tagged Hisense and Quantum on the post he made.
You got to get rid of the cucumber, though, man. Got to get rid of it. Sorry.
Towards Neil Druckmann and all of the
I may make it. Yeah, change the name too. Can't have that name here. Keep the name. I'm going to have to ban you.
They should have been Pulse Victims stuff.
Right.
And I basically tagged Hisense Canada and Hisense USA and said, this is the guy that you're going to sponsor, right?
Oh, wow. So you killed the sponsorship deal.
No.
No?
No. Hisense deletes the tweet. My tweet. Okay? Obviously, I'm blocked by Hisense.
Right.
Okay? This is 2020. Quantum on that same channel had been taking screenshots from my YouTube community page. Quantum made the claim, and this was the second thing. So the first thing was the burn-in on the TV. That pissed me off.
Right.
Here's the claim he made, and this was why he hates me and why I don't like him. He claimed that COVID-19 killed his calibration business. And he stated that he had a retail bay, a store essentially, that he had to sell or shut down. And he had to sell all of his fictitious calibration equipment. So he said he shows this huge stack of cash on a bed, and we don't know if it's a fake,
Yeah.
we have no idea what it is. But he posts this on Twitter.
Yeah, you can have Monopoly money underneath the real dollar bills.
This is in 2020. This is after I've already linked Hisense
Yes,
to
I'm
this
using the
stuff,
MSI
right?
headphones.
He's going back and forth with me on Twitter after I've quote tweeted him on Twitter with all the things that he said, with Hisense, with all this nonsense. He claimed that he had a retail business where people would come to an office to get like calibration quotes, which makes zero sense. Let me tell you how it works in the real world.
Yeah, you go to someone's house. Not only do you have to do it for their specific TV, you have to do it for the environment that the television's in. Why would I risk, especially those OLEDs, man, are sensitive with any kind of flex. Why would I risk taking the TV and bringing it to fucking Tickle Television? When on top of it, too, you can't actually do this fucking guy. He is a gem. He is a gem.
A calibrator works out of his home. They might have an office. Extremely rare. We keep all of our calibration equipment with us.
Right.
He claimed to have, it's like an $8,000 colorimeter that he magically sold, because I kept asking him, why don't you show me your calibration equipment? He goes, oh, I have this. I'm like, why don't you show it to me? He goes, oh, it's at the office. So he goes, oh, yeah, I had to sell everything because COVID-19 killed the calibration business. COVID-19, I know I keep saying that word.
It's all right. You're fine.
Made the business bloom. All of these people with money that can no longer travel.
Yeah, they were hunkering down at home, playing games, watching movies. They wanted more calibrations done.
Spent so much money in home renovations. They were hiring calibrators, home theater installers, all of this stuff. Projectors, every projector needs calibration. So he tried to Me Too it with the COVID-19 thing, pretending that he was a small business owner.
Oh, God.
And pretending that COVID-19 killed his business. And then, please, guys, sub to the channel, become a member. I had to sell all my calibration gear. You don't need expensive calibration gear. So I kept saying back and forth on Twitter, show us the gear. And he could never show it. So,
which he would if he had it. That's why I don't buy. Look, I loved Wooly Mac's video. It was as objective as you can get. But I still raise an eyebrow with his channel actually not being terminated. Because if his channel really wasn't terminated, as everyone was saying it, he would have instantly came out and said, lies, I could prove it. You know that Quantum TV, he loves being right. He didn't say until on like one of his secondary stupid fucking channels, I think it was Controversial Truth, like months later, or at least like a month and change later, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, my channel wasn't deleted. It kind of was, but I'm going to throw that out there. Like he kind of like slyly, like, it doesn't make sense. That's not how Quantum works. Nah, we can't have closet TV here, man. It seems derogatory. No.
Here's my point to that. My point is that he was very active on Twitter, even with me, all through 2020, 2 years before this.
Yeah, he absolutely used his Twitter. He nuked it because he saw me streaming it, showing the actual links to the tweets, and he probably said so much insane shit that he couldn't keep up with it. He's like, fuck it, I'm just nuking it now, and now it'll be all hearsay. And congratulations, it worked.
And was well aware of those tweets. It was right there in his face.
18 deleted. What do you mean?
And he knows how to delete.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, dude, it doesn't make sense. He would get an email saying it was reinstated. He would show it was reinstated. He would be bragging from the mountaintops that it was reinstated. He didn't do that. So I'm not saying that Willie Mack was wrong, but there's still, I don't know, man. I got questions.
Delete stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't delete it because it's real. Because he uploaded videos called The LGBT of Us, where he, like, the hottest takes you've ever seen on Sony. He even talked about how Spider-Man, Miles Morales, they had LGBT flags in the city.
Yeah. How
he hates Sony, saying, oh, they're trying to push this gay agenda on us. Those are his real beliefs. And
yes, that's why he won't. He just wants to save his ass So it's like, oh well, you didn't see me actually post them, or oh, if those I was hacked and I didn't write them, because he doesn't want to say, like, he doesn't want to actually apologize for them because he still feels that way, and he doesn't like to admit fault for anything. Most importantly to him, but he still feels that way because he's a terrible guy. I'm a home theater agent for Geek, so we worked every day of the pandemic except for the first 2 months. Business was great for, of course. Because people are like, fuck, I'm going to be working from home. My kids are going to be here all the time. This is crazy. So I might as well just enjoy the experience and, get home theater and a gaming setup going.
Going too deep, people have mentioned, like, family members of his and Facebook posts that they've made that have the same beliefs. It's all in the family.
Right. It's an internal thing that's been passed down from generation to generation about the hate against the LGBTQ community.
So, no, his Twitter was never hacked. If someone's Twitter gets hacked, they're going to go on a spending spree posting crazy shit 24/7 until they get banned.
And any sound-minded person, when they got the Twitter back, anything, they would scorch earth everything and be like, look, if you saw anything from this period to this period, it was not me. And then they would instantly get rid of it.
Right.
Someone doesn't post things on Twitter that align with your beliefs and nothing else, and leave it up for 2-4 years.
No, because he's arrogant. He would be like, oh, my take wasn't that bad, and YouTube proved it by making my channel get reinstated. Oh, he would be slapping everyone across the face with that. No. He's too much of a narcissist, dude.
And be notified about it.
Right.
So every time he said, oh, I've been hacked, that's a lie.
I wanted to ask you about the hack stuff as well, because the Jesus Christ, the Twitter thing, he's fucked on that one. I wanted to ask because it seems like every time that he gets into
those
a
aren't
beef
just screenshots,
with another
YouTube.
creator or with you or from what I can tell with Classy, everybody. So an example is like who I bring up is Griffin Gaming. When the video in question I'm talking about, where he commented on it was a TV, it was a C920, I think, or it was a C7 or something like that. I forgot the name of the TV. He brought it up in the video.
TV names are so fucking ridiculous anyway.
Setting the record straight or whatever the fuck that title was.
C2.
So he talked about how
B9, whatever the fuck.
That community of people that didn't like his take on that, and then people didn't like his take on the Xbox, hacked all of his shit. And that's like his way of kind of like just throwing wind in the air. And then with Griffin Gaming, he said the same thing, that people were hacking my stuff, I'm being attacked, all this crazy shit. That just seems like the pattern of behavior that you kind of described with
Yes, he wants to be the victim. And the best thing is when Griffin Gaming, like, dude, I'm sorry this is happening, show me what's going on, send me a screen cap, and he just sends like something like Griffin Gaming owns you or something like that. That was his family being harassed. That was the only evidence he could show Griffin Gaming.
The Twitter situation. And it's all kind of just melding into one thing now that we have you here. It's just all melding into these connections are really starting to show themselves, especially now. Especially with the Discord, especially with all these things. And
yeah, he's making a victim out of himself, and he's even doing it with YouTube. You saw his recent community post where he's tagging.
Well, the thing is about Quantum, well, I guess you could kind of say he doesn't like being wrong.
YouTube saying, oh, this person's followers are all coming to attack me.
Yeah, the new Sony EL618. See, the numbers, all the brands do that too with their TVs.
Please, YouTube, please, can you do something? No, Daddy, no. And it's a pattern of behavior that's been going on.
Did he really say?
No, Daddy, no.
Try to relax your anus.
Yeah, he hates being wrong, dude. Hates it. He would destroy everything in his life just to be right. Like I said, Chris the Narc, he will run into a brick wall just to prove there and bash his head against it just to prove to everyone there's not a brick wall there, even though everyone, including Quantum, can see the brick wall. But he has to be right, so he will keep running into the brick wall to prove to you that brick wall does not exist. He said the
thing. For
thing.
years and years. It's attack. It's like, I'm off my meds. I'm going to attack and upload crazy shit videos.
Yes, he's off his. That's exactly.
And then when people actually put their foot down and respond to me, oh no, I'm being attacked. Please hurt. No, stop. That's how he behaves.
So he's like a small kid at the zoo putting a stick in a bear cage and then expecting the bear not to do anything.
And then suing the zoo for not having a short enough stick.
That is actually the best fucking analogy of Quantum's entire...
No one likes being wrong, but you have to have the humility to admit it, and that helps you grow as a person. But he does not, that to him is weakness, ever admitting fault to anything. He was probably raised that way. There's many men, especially in the States, unfortunately, that were raised, oh, you ever admit fault to anything, you're a weakling, which is pathetic. So that's him. He doesn't like being wrong. Even when people gave him constructive criticism about his settings, didn't even say his name, just said, hey, this YouTuber or whatever, they didn't say Quantum, are putting these settings, this is why these settings are wrong. Lost his shit.
Higher fucking habits. Oh my god. I kind of wanted to ask, because we touched upon it a little bit. With everything coming out, where it's going, how it's kind of escalated to this point, you sitting back and being the guy who first stood up to Quantum TV, how do you feel at the end of the day how YouTube's going to respond to him and respond to his kind of debaucherous behavior? Even, I know the Act Man and everything like that, we've already touched upon that, but I'm talking about YouTube in general. I know you're not super big into YouTube, but based on your analyses and who this guy is, you confirming that the tweets are real, talking about him not being an actual calibrator, all that stuff, how do you actually feel YouTube's going to do anything moving forward?
I think it's there's actually some really good information that YouTube can take action on.
Okay.
Regardless of the
plenty.
Let's say he never ban evaded. Let's say he never got, for harassment or bullying or anything.
Right.
The fact that you put in master calibrator on every single video or professional calibrator, and then you charge members a fee for what are called professional settings, I would consider that scam baiting or like misleading. In terms of, I know that YouTube is a lot more strict when it comes to membership policies.
Right.
The one thing that I had reached out to Kelly about, and I never got a real answer on, was I know that Rich does a lot of giveaways. And he basically states you do not need to be a member to do, giveaways or to win giveaways. It's like a lottery system. You're not allowed to pay for entry.
Right.
He specifically, and I have screenshots on all of it, has said in his members tab that he does giveaways for members only, and the more active you are on the channel, the greater.
Can't do that. That is a raffle. Can't do a raffle. Can't do pay to win. Nope.
Chances are.
That's incredibly interesting.
That is very against terms of service.
Now, I don't know how enforceable that is with YouTube, but he likes, so everybody knows, you can ask anywhere on the internet, his settings are terrible.
Well, no, what they're McTrollington, what they're saying is that I can't say, hey, if you become a member, only members can do the Xbox Series S giveaway. Can't do that. That is illegal. That's why when I do the giveaway, when I hit a membership milestone, I would do this anyway, but I'm saying for legal reasons, it's anyone who is a subscriber, which is free, and who leaves a comment on this stream when it goes video on demand. And like I said, I'll pick with TubeBuddy. But yeah, you can't do where if I was like, hey, it's members only for the giveaway, can't do that. That's pay to win. It would not only get my channel shut down, I could get in trouble with the law. By the way, I got to piss. I'll be right back.
Right.
However, the people he does bring into this membership section, and I've said this before, it's a cabal of people that are simple-minded, that he's kind of like just building this like COVID conspiracy, or he's building up this, you know, this New World Order conspiracy, or hey, come to my Discord, come to where it's private, because I want to build this like, not a cult, it's not.
Yeah, we are still. This is going to be the tickling finale until something major happens again, which means that probably something tomorrow. But you know what I mean. This is the finale for a while until we go on some other tickled breastfeeding adventures. I hope nothing. I hope it ends here. I hope it's done. But
He wants to build this like
YouTube doesn't show it. And I know we're over 500. That's for shit sure.
little support unit where everyone kind of worships him. Okay, it's a cult. But he figures, okay, a $5 entry fee. Why is everybody ganging up on me for a $5 entry fee? Well, it doesn't matter what the fee is. You're scamming people. I charge people upwards of $750. I had a client pay me just now $1,000 for some of these calibration jobs, right? I get paid because they get the results that they want. If you're telling people, oh, it's okay, it's only $5, I don't agree with that, you know. Well, and
you're trying to say you're giving the same product and you're not. It's a lie.
You're a craftsman.
So it is pretty much a scam.
Right? Think about it like that. You're basically, in a sense, a contractor. You're a carpenter. Like, if somebody wanted to, like, make it as simple as possible, you guys are carpenters. You guys are people that go out, do a service, do a work. If it's professionally done, you pay a professional price.
Getting through this tonight.
The $5 aspect is the thing that you're just like, that doesn't make any sense. And to be honest, with you talking about it being the professional calibrator, it doesn't make sense to me either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so to give you an example, a lot of the settings are they're kind of universal among all the TVs. One thing that that has a pattern of doing is turning down the blue channel on these TVs extremely incredibly low, to the point where the images are so overly long, they just measure terribly. And he figures that's a catch-all. So for him, you're not getting calibration settings. I'm getting settings that look good to my eye. And yet every single video, look it up, he's going to say master calibrator. I'm the best calibrator on YouTube. No, just not even close.
It's not true.
And even if he had their credentials, you're just doing it. You're still lying because you're not going to people's homes.
But regardless of the settings, the fact is that a lot of the stuff that's posted in his member section is very controversial. He talks about how, you know, the reason why they're no longer in that storage unit, or the office above a storage unit. He obviously claims to be a professional photographer. Okay. You've seen his YouTube videos. They're shot with a potato phone with weird audio and all this other crazy stuff. But he talks about being a professional calibrator or a photographer.
Everything.
He had mentioned in his Discord and community tabs and things like this that because they absolutely refused to get vaccinated, the company that runs the storage facility basically gave his wife an ultimatum: either get the jab or you're no longer working here.
Right.
So I think a lot of what happened over the last year was pain from them being forced to move, them being more reliant on YouTube.
And I'm sure even if like his wife was willing, he probably would have lost his shit to get the jab.
Or him relying on getting a different job, or her getting a different job. So one thing I want everyone to realize in the chat is like a lot of this stuff happened in December because of them going through hardships. So he actually did go through a hardship. I mean, he caused it himself. Both of them did. I'm still under the firm belief that he has never, ever played Elden Ring.
I'm kind of on the same wavelength as you, man.
I can confirm it. I can confirm it. I have a Steam account right now.
Yeah.
He never touched it.
Doesn't he have all the platforms, though? Doesn't he have a PS5? Doesn't he have a Series X? Did he make everyone sure he hasn't played?
What do you mean he never touched it? His hours of play?
0.00.
We're getting through this because we're done with this after tonight. We are done.
He's the type of guy that will film his TV and he'll use it for saying, "Oh, I got Elden Ring settings for the LG C1." He never uploaded any. So I think the biggest travesty that Actman did when he did his
So he said all right.
Elden Ring hot takes is he injected Elden Ring footage over his voiceover, and it made you think that the Elden Ring footage was from Quantum when he's never uploaded
I wasn't even very aware of who Technoblade
the
was.
second of Elden Ring footage.
Gara Ninjician, you're fucking killing me right now just knowing that. Come on. Can we all just laugh at the fact, and I keep saying this every time, the fact that this all started because of an Elden Ring review, and now you're both telling me, and confirmed by Gara at this point, which I need to look at that Steam thing just to be certain here, that he's never touched the fucking game. That is amazing.
Never.
That is just fucking beautiful.
I mean, listen to his review. He doesn't give any specifics.
Yeah, but he showed him playing other games before giving stupid takes that were just the polar opposite.
Nothing.
I wish there was a way we could confirm that, like on all platforms, that he has 0 hours, 0 tickled hours,
As he does with a lot of reviews, but there was no footage of him off. You know, he sits in.
because he could have played it on PS5, could have played it on Series X. You know, maybe he has a secret tickled name that he doesn't want anyone to know.
I swear to you, his TVs are in like his bedroom, and he's like got a mattress on the floor, and he's shooting videos of the TVs in there. It's really weird, but he does a lot of stuff off of his Samsung phone, and I don't know how it's picking up his mic audio, being it's so like way over here or something. It's just really strange. But yeah, he's never played it.
As a part of the AV community, how the fuck did you guys even watch his videos with how bad the audio quality was? Like, did anyone bring that up to him at all?
So for me, I mean, this is a hack. I have a Bluetooth headset. I just put it in my right ear. That's it, like non-stereo. But yeah, if I tried to watch it, like especially in the car is the worst because it just all goes to that right side and just makes you feel like everything's off.
Right.
I think he tried to say he uploaded a video doing it intentionally. I'm like, no, you didn't.
No, there's too many videos before the Actman situation that he was uploading that way. Classy actually just added something that I kind of want your take on.
Yeah, he did that with a Pokemon game.
You have the Discord shots of anonymous screenshotting me and Ninjician on my streams where he's plagiarizing my work to put it on his Discord. So what do you know about the plagiarism aspect that he basically turns around and says, oh, this is my work, but he's basically copying off a Classy and you.
Here's what happened, and it got twisted a little bit. Someone had said, it might have even been Rich, who said, oh, he's stealing settings from Classy. We could only wish he would steal settings from Classy. Classy puts out a lot of great settings. What he was doing was keep it Classy Tech, does a lot of great side-by-sides, a lot of calibration videos, and I know you guys aren't interested, but he'll put two
I'm
TVs.
interested.
Yeah, he'll get the newest TVs. He'll put them side by side. He'll try to balance the cameras to like give the best impression of how they actually look. What Anonymous and other people will do is they'll take still screenshots from his stream and then show all the numbers. Like, oh, here's the numbers he got from the charts on this TV. Here's the numbers from the charts he got on this TV. Here's all the side by side screenshots. But he doesn't give he doesn't say, oh, these are from Classy's stream.
Well, of course.
They'll just post it in there like, here's this TV side by side. Here's all the numbers on this TV. And everyone's like, oh, thank you. Thanks. And like, where did you get this? And they'll be like, oh, I sourced it. And then like, wait, where? And then like they'll realize that they're being watched and be like, oh, yeah, I got it from this guy's stream.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Both you and Classy cleared it up too. He never stole or copied settings. He just stole info and measurements. Which
exactly.
What the fuck? If you're proud of what you do, why are you using other people's work to basically turn?
Because the guy is vapid. Everything with him is a scam. He just manipulates his way through life. It's kind of sad. He doesn't actually do it. He's just a veneer.
turn around and be like, okay, I use these measurements, these numbers, this way of doing things, but you don't believe in those things. And then when you get called out on it, you immediately backtrack and go, you know what? Yeah, I got it from Classy and Ninjician. And then they turn around and say you guys are low tier calibrators, all the shit that they've been writing about the two of you. I just don't understand how they have that ego sense. You know what I mean?
I'm going to make an offer right now, and you guys might find this interesting.
I am interested.
So, I really like Anonymous's take on everything except TV settings. If Anonymous would just come out and rebuke how terrible like quantum TV is and like fall from under this spell, and Anonymous wanted to actually have a YouTube channel, if he actually broke ties, because again, he's a smart dude, a lot of the stuff he says, he gets it right, which is why I don't understand why he can still back up quantum settings.
Because he probably has the same political beliefs. That's why. It's that simple.
If you were to come out and actually just completely refute him and just ditch him, I would actually let him have my YouTube channel and rebrand it under Anonymous.
Holy shit.
And he could upload videos and he could have my subscriber base.
Wow. Dude, that's a generous offer.
That's how slighted he is by
Yeah, but you can't do that, though. It's against TOS. You can't sell a channel, and I don't think you can give it to other people.
by this whole situation is that I am telling him that he is smart enough and good enough to make his own videos and own content that would destroy quantum, and he can have my channel.
Right.
But he's so forlorn, like in love with this dude, that he would be like, not for $1 billion.
I think Rich said it best. He's like, I've had people that I've talked to fans, I talk to them once in a while, but I've never had somebody up my ass as much as Anonymous is to Quantum, which is kind of shocking how he kind of goes about handling everything for Quantum. It seems like, and this was,
it's so weird. Like, why would you be so diehard? Like, what the fuck does he offer? Like, how does someone like Quantum TV have super fans? I'll never understand.
Kind of like my own little Alex Jones conspiracy is that he basically runs Quantum's channel from the shadows. Like, Quantum's the face, Anonymous is the mouth, but Quantum's like final say is still like the last thing. You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of like Quantum's content manager in a sense. It's kind of how I've been viewing him, because I have one of those. He constantly is like, hey, make sure you do this right. Hey, these are good ideas. You should take a look at these different editing styles. Like, he does those things. And Anonymous just screams content manager or unofficial content manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, he's just a bootlicker. That's all it is. He's just a bootlicker.
So the other point I want to get to is that there's no talking sense or reason into Quantum. A console versus PC, and he had actually named him by his legal name, which made a lot of people think that, oh, maybe he had his legal name as his channel in the past, right? Mm-hmm. Where Quantum was going on and on and on about how PC gaming's the worst and this and that. Well, he made videos a couple years back talking about RAM requirements for PC. I don't know if you guys dug those up or not.
I don't know. Gara might have more of that info than I would.
He was showing everything on screen. He was showing his like desktop utility stuff, and I'm not a huge PC guy, but basically when you pull up the actual like running, utilities, you can see memory usage and all of this stuff. He had claimed that to run Mortal Kombat on his PC, and he had like an RTX card, like a 3070 or something. He claimed that he needed 64 gigs of RAM.
What?
For that?
For Mortal Kombat? You can run that shit runs at 60-ish on the Switch. For a fighting game?
For a 3070?
You could get that shit probably on a 1060. NVIDIA GTX 1060. With 8 gigabytes of RAM to run at fucking 60 FPS if you tweak the settings. What the fuck is he on?
For that game.
For that game. Just for that game in general, for Mortal Kombat X.
Did he mean storage, maybe? I'm going to try to give the benefit of the doubt here. Maybe he meant storage?
Yes. Now, people had explained to him that 8 gigs was fine. Maybe even 10.
No, all right, no. He meant 64 gigabytes of RAM. He is an idiot.
And he started cussing them out. I actually think I have screenshots of this, which I will send you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Send those over to me. I need to see them. We'll put them in. Just DM me on Discord, and I'll fucking pull them up. That is absolutely hilarious.
Now, here's the best part. Someone just like AVS, where we tried to help him. The worst thing you can try to do to Quantum is help him.
Because it makes it that makes him insecure, because it means he doesn't know something. He has to be the smartest guy in the room, the best looking guy in the room, the straightest guy in the room. 64 gig. You don't think anyone was going to call you out on that? It's not. I don't think there isn't a game on the planet that maybe with like. And I'm just pulling this out of my ass. I don't know how the engine runs or the specs. Maybe like Flight Simulator would benefit from more RAM, but even then, 16 gigs. The only reason you need that much RAM is you're doing something intensive like heavy duty, like 8K video editing, 4K video editing with HDR. What the fuck? Or you're doing like CAD work, heavy duty CAD work.
Someone had said, hey, you have malware. They saw it. They're like, hey, there's malware running in the background. Here's the name of it. You need to get rid of it, right? And that's what's sucking up all of your RAM. And he goes, no, I need 64 gigs. I need
64 gigs to run Mortal Kombat 11, which again, there is a port of that game that's surprisingly decent on the Switch, which has 4 gigs of RAM. If he's talking about Mortal Kombat 10, that was supposed to be at the 360 at PS3. I think he's talking about Mortal Kombat 11, but still, 64 gigs, no. Not even close.
need the RAM. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see if I could really have it here.
That's actually insane. You don't need that much RAM. Gara, do you have like any information on that? Like the fact that he's just this inept when it comes to at least PC mods?
Let's just say this real quickly. He does not know how to function a PC.
Well, no shit. He doesn't even know how to record audio. Yeah. Maybe he has 30 tabs of Pornhub running on Chrome.
He is a console fanboy. Okay. Hardcore.
But then he complains that console fanboys are toxic. Ironic.
Well, when they criticize him, God forbid.
Projection.
Incredibly
I'm
ironic.
I'm posting the Immiger, however you pronounce it, link in the general chat. Just so.
Okay, so you're just gonna post in the general. All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So everyone can take a look at this. All right, here we go. QTV rages. I'm just gonna read these out and then fill in.
Never unless you will never need
where you can.
32 gigs, 16 is there. Are a bunch of videos made by Jay's 2 cents and Linus Proving. I have 32 gigs, 36 Corsair RAM, and never reaches top use, not even in the city skylines with lots of things going on. Fuck those guys. I'm living proof that they're full of shit. You can absolutely run into a situation where you need more than 16 to 32 gigabytes of RAM for gaming. Dude. Shh. That's why motherboards go up to 120. Yeah, for the extreme tiers, like I said, people doing CAD work, 8K video editing, 4K video editing. Not for you to play Mortal Kombat. Jesus Christ. This guy. You are so wrong that it hurts. Yes, I am here tonight. And yes, more farts for everybody. In the year 2022, there is not a game on the planet that comes either. You are fine with every game out there with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Is there any game that even recommends more than that right now? I don't even think so. Maybe Flight Simulator.
LOL, never.
And I don't even think, no.
Unless you do a heavy workloads or video editing. So Freddy is the guy trying to help him out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will never need past 32 gigs. 16 is the standard. There's a bunch of videos made by J2 Sense and Linus proving this. Can I ask you something before we get into this? What is his beef with Linus? What do you know about that? Like, he really hates Linus Tech Tips.
Linus gets clicks
bitter.
on his video because he put the name in the video.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. Fucking hell. God
I
damn
can believe it.
It's just jealousy, man.
It's kind of pathetic. I have 32 gigabyte, 3600 megahertz Corsair RAM, and never reached
Telling you, Mortal Kombat 11 would run on 8 gigabytes of RAM, no problem.
the top usage, not even in city skylines, with a lot of things going on. Quantum TV's response to him just saying something pretty normal. Fuck those guys. I'm living proof that they're full of shit. You absolutely can't run into situations where you need more than 16 gigs, 32 gigs of RAM. That's why motherboards go up to 120 gigabits of shaking
128 gigabytes too, by the way, genius.
my head. What the fuck? Okay. But take a look at my high RAM, and he posted some kind of YouTube link there. What makes him think that that's correct? That's a correct response to somebody actually giving him...
Because someone's telling him that he's wrong. There is nothing, unless he has a bunch of viruses on his computer, because he is a pornaholic, which would not surprise me, that he has a bunch of viruses taking up resources. There is nothing. Dude, a potato can run Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting game. Fighting games are not known to be resource intensive. Oh, dude, I bet you he has... Dude, I'm telling you, bro. He is a pornaholic. He is fapping it up. And he is thoroughly tickled with porn.
like some form of like help, because I've offered to like talk to him like man to man and just be nice to him. I feel like I'm gonna get the same result if I decided to actually hear him out. Am I wrong on that? It feels like that's what I'm reading just from this interaction.
Yeah, your PC from 2013 runs Mortal Kombat 11.
I don't know the diagnosis for it, but it's just one of those things where someone that lives in their own world.
Yeah, look at Mortal Kombat. Oh, it's 10. Recommended. Look. I told you. Recommended is an Ivy Bridge i7 or this is recommended too. This is for the game to run good. An AMD FX 8350. Both are ancient fucking CPUs. 8 gigabytes of RAM, just like I said. And a GTX 660 or a Radeon 7950. And he's trying to tell you that you need like a fucking NASA with 64 gigabytes of RAM to run a fighting game.
You know, wants to think that it's the Dunning-Kruger effect, essentially.
Right.
You know a little bit. You think you know it all. And
yes, that is absolutely. But he doesn't even know a little bit.
Jesus.
There's a difference between confidence and false arrogance, too. Like,
right.
Especially in my profession, there's so much that I don't know. And I specialize in consumer OLEDs.
Jesus, you could even run that shit on a 460, and he's GTX 460. But nope, you need a 3070 with 64 gigabytes of RAM.
Like for calibration and consumer projectors, there's so much more that I don't know, and yet the guys try to derail me as like pretending I'm like a know-it-all. You know, that's the thing. Oh, he thinks he's such a know-it-all, but I'm better than him. I'm like, wait a minute. So you just said that I'm arrogant, but then you're better than okay. You win. You're the most arrogant. You know?
Jesus Christ.
It's like, oh.
Have you gone over the PC specs before, by the way, of Mortal Kombat X? And
But fucking potato could run
it
them.
requires RAM.
Like I think people in the comments were trying to tell him it didn't need anything more than like 10.
Minimum requirements 3.
Oh, there you go.
Recommended requirements 8.
Yeah.
Free disk. The disk space is 44, but it does.
Eight's usually a good number. And I'm not a PC guy.
Yeah, no, everyone kind of understands that 8 gigabits is usually enough. If you're like a hardcore gamer,
16 gigabytes. 16 gigabytes is where you should be now. It's the minimum, but it's weird. 16, like, even back in the day when 8 gigabytes was okay, I would be like, 8 gigabytes is the minimum, but I would go with 16. Now it's like 16 is the minimum, but 16 is also still fine. It's weird. You could hang on to 16 for a while.
or some shit like that, like ninja level, yeah, 32 or 16 might be what you need to do. But I don't understand why he's saying that he needs anything higher than like what people consider the standard. The ego is literally out of control.
His ego is insane.
There was a fantastic video, one that I did respond to a long while back. Are you familiar with FreeSync on like Samsung televisions or just monitors in general?
Unfortunately, I do not, so I'm pretty sure the chat's not going to understand it either. So if you want to do a quick synopsis.
So FreeSync, what it does
this, but
is your PC and the TV can simultaneously display the frame rate. So if your PC's outputting like 80 frames per second, the TV will be running at like 80 hertz, 80 frames per second. And FreeSync is this method where the computer can basically talk to the TV, and there's different levels, like FreeSync Pro, FreeSync Premium Pro, all these different levels to it, right? And
which is annoying, but yes,
and it's a hardware thing. And what he had said is that through a software update, somehow one of these TVs downloaded a module, or he actually said it was I'm sorry, I got this backwards. He was stating that this FreeSync thing was a hardware component and that these other TVs can never support FreeSync at this level because they don't have what's called a FreeSync module, right? An actual hardware component.
Right.
And later on,
well, there was with G-Sync initially, there had to be a piece of hardware inside the TV, not the TV, the monitor, where that's how it would sync the frame rate up. I know later on, like the LG televisions, they got a software update to work with G-Sync. There was it through via HDMI.
We see all these TVs get these firmware updates, like software, to have that ability. And it's like, oh, we were downloading it's like downloading RAM at that point. Like, bro,
oh my God.
like, so it's like he will die on any hill. Anything he says, he will take it to the grave.
Right.
So when he says that he got hacked in 2018,
he'll continue that line of
he will never let it go.
Just bullshit is basically how I'm going to put it. I'm not going to say it in a nice way.
Yeah, until the grave. Like he will never take it.
Yeah, G-Sync used to be a module. Then they did something where it could work with like LG TVs. It was a big deal. As I fart, it was a big deal.
Get back, and I had told him a long while ago, if he had just apologized and said, "Hey, I was in a really bad place at that time. I am very like
it's a hell of a rig,
Christian or very religious, and I do have beliefs that." It should be between a man and a woman, and all this other not like if he had made up just a fake apology, deleted the tweets and all this other stuff, he would have been fine.
Right.
But his own arrogance is going to be his downfall.
And that's kind of like just what's happening lately is just watching this man who is a single-handed, it's the most ego shit I've ever seen from an individual. It gets to the point where I find it comedic at this point. I do. I don't know if you feel the same way at this point, because it's just comedic how bad everything he's doing is. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why continue to go down this path?
Damn.
Like, what makes you think that this is going to end well for you? Standing your ground on something like this, especially against the tweets that you have said you've seen posted live, the reach out that he does to other creators where he just tells them to fuck off. The situation, which we can't prove it was him, but maybe one of the people in his Discord or whatever calling you and your girlfriend at the time and just spam calling. I don't understand how he just dies on the hill. No, that wasn't me. Oh, it's happening to me. These tweets weren't mine.
Because people believe him and it works.
But I was tweeting, and like Classy said, I was tweeting, after those, perfectly fine. It just doesn't make sense how he dies on this hill. I just don't get
Jesus. I'm watching the footage of the of Margit. Fucking parrying God there, Jesus Christ.
I mean, like, look, like, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my life.
it. Right.
There's gonna be crazy stuff on YouTube.
Right.
You know, like, I live here in San Diego. If you go downtown San Diego and you walk around what's called the Gas Lamp District, you will have people wandering the streets yelling at nothing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I see that by me, man. You go to Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
Walking up behind you trying to scare you. Like, there are legitimate crazy people in the world.
Right.
And sometimes
They make YouTube channels.
Let's face it, the guy back in the day tried to be a male model.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh yeah.
I knew the
played
guitar
guitar
part.
in bands.
I can confirm that.
Yep, played guitar in bands.
Yeah, I
right?
heard about that too.
Right.
Tried to join the Marines. There's a lot of stuff, like, and I'm being very honest right now. Don't take this the wrong way, Quantum.
It's all right.
You're a good-looking dude. You're just that shit crazy.
Don't take this the wrong way, like Ninjician's attracted to you.
Also, I want to add too. I've been watching some of those videos where
He's like a disgruntled. He wanted to probably be like a rock star or an actor or like an S tier model, and none of it worked out for him. So now he's just this disgruntled, angry, embittered, and mentally ill YouTuber who doesn't want to be here. So he's just trying to cause havoc because life didn't work out for him.
he's like, he's playing the guitar and piano. The man could have been a rock star.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. He was damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is he's too fucking crazy. He doesn't have the psychological fortitude to handle being a star. There would be no way.
Very good. And I don't know if you guys knew this. This is actually kind of funny. So
There's a lot of people I met like that in real life. There's a lot of people I met like that in real life. They would never. There's so many people I know locally to me who have the talent that they could have been the next top rapper, top producer. But, honestly, it's like 1% talent and 99% ambition combined with the psychological fortitude. And I can tell you right now that Quantum TV don't have it.
all of the Deadpool videos where he would show himself on actual video, if you ever go back and watch him, he's not talking with the mask on. He's dubbing his own voice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've seen that.
His mouth doesn't move.
So so basically.
Oh, I've got to see this now.
So
I've got to
so
see.
let me
seen
let me
this.
get this straight. So
I've
basically,
seen
he would
this.
record a capture of himself, like just
And pretending like he was going like this. Which, why? Just talk through the mask.
talking into the camera, right? And then dub over.
Yeah, but beyond having luck, 99% luck, yeah, it's true. But you also have to have the psychological fortitude to handle all the shit that goes along with it. And Quantum TV sure as shit doesn't have it.
That?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Other than the mask probably causing an issue with the audio capture, but that doesn't make any sense on a technical level.
No, because the mask is thin enough you could hear his voice fine through it. Just put a fucking shotgun mic up and you'll be good.
Oh, it's not the audio thing. It's the fact that when you talk with a mask like that on, your lips and your mouth are gonna like make the mask like distort and look strange.
Right. That's fucking
That's the only
ridiculous.
reason.
That's absolutely ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Classy just said, not
Chris
as a
Chan,
joke,
thank
but
you
if
for
all this
being a
evidence was
member
put
for
forth
6
in
months.
court, they would say he belongs in a padded cell, full stop. God, Classy is just fucking shooting out some takes in the chat right now. I did want to
and like-
ask you about one thing. though.
That would explain a lot, though. He's like a disgruntled former model or entertainer, and it just didn't work out. And he's like, I got to do this fucking YouTube shit.
Anything.
The stolen
open.
the stolen valor I'm gonna say what it is. It's an allegation of the stolen valor because I don't know anything. You would know more. The people that know Quantum on his personal life would know more. He apparently, another criticism that's come out through the grapevine is that he was never in the Marines, but he states that he's been in the Marines. Can I ask you, how do you know that he's not in the Marines or never was in the Marines? Is basically what I want to say.
On his previous channel, he was stating that I'll say one thing about Westside. Westside interacted with him before I did on his old channel a ton.
Right.
Okay? Just to be fair, Westside, I know you're gonna send me like 10 emails after this. Now I never saw this. He had mentioned that he'd shown like duffel bags or like a uniform or something about, hey, I just I was in the Marines or something. He had posted, and I don't know if I have it screenshotted, but he posted on Twitter.
I never even used the wondrous physic in my playthrough of Elden Ring. Beat the game. I have no idea how that shit works because I'm an idiot.
As well as YouTube, some sort of like tin that had like an emblem on it,
right,
stating that, oh, you only get this if you go through like the boot camp training or something of that nature.
Right.
So someone had posted on Westside's channel saying, what do you think of the allegations of stolen valor by Quantum? And Westside's like, what does stolen valor mean? He doesn't even know what it means. It's like, okay, wow. In one of my old videos,
Jesus Christ, she could parry anything. Holy shit.
I was playing a game, and Quantum TV loves to jump in my chat. I used to never block him. He'd jump in my chat and chat all the time.
Right.
And someone had asked him about the Marines thing and saying, hey, were you a Marine or this or that? And the exact thing, this came out of his mouth, was that it was a separation for the convenience of the government.
Wait, what?
What?
So what that typically is it almost means like a medical discharge. Like you went into training and you either got hurt or you weren't cut out or you had some sort of physical ailment.
Right.
That you didn't even finish the training. Right.
Okay.
So I don't think it's the point where
yeah, this guy's a fuck, the Draconic Tree Sentinel. I'm paying attention
it's like,
to
oh, it's stolen valor, because you don't see him claiming to be a Marine all the time and doing this or that. Like I never see that happen.
If he was a Marine and left like, honorable discharge, he would let you fucking know.
Right.
But he did mention it a while in the past, and I'm pretty sure he said it recently too. He claimed a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, all the time. Oh, I need to take my medication. I need to take my medication because I have nerve damage. He'd always say nerve damage. He's like, oh man, guys, I'm having a really bad day today. I don't think.
Yeah. His nerve damage is probably bipolar disorder. Which it is what it is. I know he would be ashamed of it, but look, man, people have psychological disorders.
I can make videos to the point where it's like, how bad is it? Like, what kind of detriments do you have? Like, are you a disability from the actual military? Like, what? I never really probed into that.
Right. It's not really like a major point. It's just something that I found curious that people were starting to bring up in like comments, and I know a couple of other creators have brought that up. And Gar brought it up to me at one point, and I'm just like, I need to know more about that before I start running on it.
As far as I know, he either did training, completed training, or didn't complete training. And whatever point in your service where instead of like saying pass or fail, they just say like, pass without credit or something, like no pass, no fail, just, leave kind of thing.
Right.
Like if you ever look up that terminology, it's not a discharge. It's not anything like that. It's basically like, better luck next time, or you're not cut out for it.
Yeah, you didn't make it.
You're not fit to serve at the current moment. Okay.
My father, the reason I take this seriously is like I grew up in San Diego. My father was what's called UDT. Like it's he was born in the 40s, so that was like pre-SEALs, but it's essentially SEALs. So as a kid growing up, swimming, weightlifting, all this crap, like I do take offense a little bit when someone says, oh yeah, I went through boot camp training or things like this. I'm like, and you're lying about it?
I have family members in the military.
Quantum TV is a disgruntled guy who wanted to do a lot more with his life. It didn't happen, so now he's pretending. and he's embittered and angry about things not working out the way he wants to. So now I think he's just on a path of let me destroy everything around me and get a bunch of people to think I am what I'm really not.
One of them, I believe she just got promoted to captain. So I take that stuff seriously pretty much the same, where people kind of turn around and say these things and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, did you actually go through the military? Like, you can go to boot camp, that's fine, but to actually say that you've potentially served is a completely different thing. It's kind of like where I'm looking at it. You know what I mean?
100% different.
I've never once in my entire life even said, oh, I'm from a military family. You know how people say, oh, yeah, we moved around. No, he had me late in life. He was well out of the military. Like, it never affected my life. So I've never said, oh, yeah, I'm part of a military family. You know, I just think, oh, it's badass. I've got pictures of him, like, in full-on frog suits trying to recover, like, Apollo pods from the moon missions. I'm like, that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that is pretty sick, actually. That's actually pretty cool. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a guy in chat here, Rambo Tweety. Now, he told me that he basically knows Quantum on a personal level. Like,
okay.
What was it? Your wife, Rambo, you told me in the DMs that it was your wife that knew him in high school?
No, it was his wife that knew the mother to Quantum TV.
Okay, wife that knew the mother of Quantum TV.
So Quantum TV's mother.
And Rambo has been kind of like putting information out about that. Rambo, what do you know about the military thing? Because I know Ninjician knows a lot, but I feel like you tried telling me something about that, and it's not sticking in my head right now. Because it's something so small, but still at the same time, it's if you're kind of turning around and saying, "Oh well, I was in the military,"
they can call you failure to adapt, Marine X. I'm guessing you're a Marine, so yeah, he had failures. He's had plenty of failures. Like, imagine... I'm going to piss in a second. Imagine someone as insecure as Quantum trying to be a model and having an agent tell him he doesn't have the right look. There's no fucking way. He would fucking lose his shit. He's not cut for it. I'll be right back. Gotta piss. Imagine him having to take orders from a sergeant. Imagine him having to take orders from a sergeant. No, this ain't the... Well, yeah, maybe it is if you combine together both streams.
Sorry.
No, I've done like a 5-hour stream once. Because I said we're finishing this time, man. We're in the tail end. We're doing it. So we could move on from Quantum TV until he does something completely fucking insane again. We'll probably be talking about him tomorrow. I'm kidding. I'm seriously... I'm fucking kidding. But, yeah, we're getting through this.
I participated in being in the military. That's not being in the military. You know what I mean?
I need a break from this fucking guy.
It's kind of crazy that somebody would say something like that and expect people not to kind of look at him a little funky on that end.
And I've kept everything on YouTube. Like, I'm not going out there paying for, like, Freedom of Information Act or any of that other crap. I know I know some people that have.
Yeah.
And that's, again, why Westside's like, why don't you want this information? I'm like, because I don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to take it beyond YouTube. Why the fuck would I need the information on the guy? I don't want it. If someone handed me that shit on a silver platter, I'd be like, take it. I don't want it. Like, I don't want it, anything to do. Keep it about YouTube.
It's not worth it. It's
Like,
not worth to collect that much
not.
information.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're stalking me. I'm like, bro, I went to the ISF website and just looked up your name, and that was it. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider that calling your mom.
Well, it wouldn't even be that, or even what's the other thing?
Cool. Yeah.
There was another thing that he stated. You know, well, it's more or less anonymous, where he goes on a booking website for management for the act man, finds his information, fails, and then calls the mom. You know, it's not on
Right.
that level. It's you just doing your due diligence, being like, who the fuck is this guy that is completely out of his mind? And you didn't say anything about it. You didn't post it on your channel that you called him or that you know his address or anything or any information on him. That's the thing that I kind of sit back and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
If he wants to know the reality of things, like I had Twitter, YouTube, I had full-on photos of him long before he took the mask off.
Mm-hmm.
You ask him or anyone else, find any screenshot or anything where I ever put out his personal information or the photos. I sat on him.
Yeah, you kept them to your chest. There's no reason for you to go out and do anything, like say anything.
No, because it brings you down to his level and it mitigates anything you're trying to do anyway.
About it. I wanted to ask you something.
Makes you look
and
like
this
the
is something
bully.
that's going to kind of like potentially piss off the commentary community, but I really don't fucking care. Some of their points, I'm not going to name who. You've probably seen it on Twitter at one point, or Gara, you've seen other commentators kind of like point this out, like some of the big guys. So they're trying to find proof of an actual DMCA claim that Quantum has filed go through. Like all the way through to take a video down. Now, I wanted to ask you, because in one of the Discord messages that we saw, based on your troll that you did to Anonymous and Quantum, they stated that, well, Anonymous stated that he, what was it again? He attempted to strike your video for bullying and harassment. So at any point, did any of your videos get hit with privacy complaints or bullying and harassment complaints or anything along those lines?
Nothing that would take the video down.
Okay.
So the complaint.
Yeah, he never, as far as I know, had anything to do with my takedowns.
Or I'm sorry, not complaints.
Or takedown.
There were copyrights that he had submitted. And I can talk about two of the copyrights. One I posted on Twitter, which was...
Can I stream late more often? No. Maybe, once in a while.
Which is kind of hilarious. But the one that I wasn't able to find, it's not so much the copyright strike. It was the back and forth in the email chain with YouTube, because you get to see everything.
Right.
And he victimizes himself in the copyright claims. He was stating, you know, this guy is harassing my family. He's going after my mentally disabled brother. Like all this stuff that I had no clue about.
What?
I didn't even know he had a fucking brother.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't realize that the person that receives the copyright claim sees it.
Yeah, he thinks you're not going to see it, and he thinks that he's just going to look bad. He's going to make you look bad.
Everything.
You think that was like his first attempt at kind of understanding how the copyright system works, even though he still doesn't understand it?
He still doesn't understand it. So one of his thumbnails had a picture of...
Oh, yeah, we're almost done. Thank you for your level-headed thoughts regardless of politics and bull out there. Thank you very much, Win Scott.
Him with his little outline and his Deadpool, like giving like a thumbs up or something.
Right.
And I remember I was doing a video where it was like an off screen. So I was recording my TV and pausing and making commentary, as people do.
Yeah.
And just responding. And the email I posted on Twitter, it had no information filled out. Like it didn't have his name, no contact info, no way to dispute it. I think that's one of the reasons why you put that information in there, so you can contact the person and be like, hey, how can we resolve this? But two, he claims that he has the copyright on cosplaying Deadpool.
See,
how the fuck do you have a copyright on something that's owned by a corporation?
that's the thing that, okay, holy fuck. So
My girlfriend's laughing at me.
oh my god, are you serious? By the way, if since your girlfriend's in the room, tell her we're putting on the stream, we have her Elden Ring speedrun going, and she's kicking the Elden Beast's ass right now. She's fucking giga chatting this shit. I love it.
Oh, that's the That's the final boss where she like parries the crap out of Radagon.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck
Yeah.
she's doing this. This is some like fucking big brain move shit. Oh
Yeah,
my
she's really
god,
good.
that is
I've got
stupid
more.
good. Stupid
I got more
good.
videos I'll be uploading of her.
Stupid
Yeah.
good, dude. But
So-
the thing is that it just so this is the parallel that I'm drawing between you and the Act Man's first copyright claim that he got from him.
Sure.
He didn't fill out any information for yours, correct?
Correct.
The
In fact,
same.
I have it in front of me. It was
You have this-
September 15th, 2020.
Can you show me that? Do
me-
you have the screenshot?
I know it's on my Twitter, but I can send it to you.
Yeah, I would love to pull that up so I can show like context to it. Because the thing that kind of like weirds me out is he thinks that's how the copyright system works, is that he could just file the claim with no information in there, which you can do it, but that doesn't mean that the claim is going to be valid. You're using it in a malicious sense.
And it doesn't mean that when the stupid fucking like, because what you do is you put your footage. Oh my god, if I could talk, in the content ID system. Just because it comes back and tells you someone's using your footage doesn't mean they're infringing on your copyright. It's just letting you know your footage is being used. It doesn't mean that you have a copyright infringement case.
Is kind of like my point on it. And everyone who's been like, well, none of the videos were actually taken down. Who cares about that?
No, I don't know his name.
Who cares?
Right.
That's kind of like where
I
I'm
think
coming
someone
from on it.
sent me a post a while back, and I saw it, but didn't want to remember it.
And your situation and
It's
the
not my
Ackman
fucking
situation
that's
have
not what this
many
is about
parallels
with me.
on that end.
Yeah, because it's the same behavior.
It's the same exact situation, and I feel like that at the end of the day is something to look at. The fact that he keeps doing these things with Mischief. I'm pretty
Possibly,
sure you talked
Jonas.
to Mischief at one point, or you talked
Yeah.
to the Ackman too. With them, the big thing that I kind of sat back on that I was kind of confused by. Well, not confused by that. Mischief got a threat from a DMCA from Quantum, and he was like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it again, and then took down the video, which, fair enough, dude. You're a smaller channel, you don't want to fuck around with anyone kind of pulling some bullshit.
Even as a bigger channel, when I knew I was in the right, it was like, all right, it would be like a fucking news story from 2 years ago, and you're filing a fucking claim on this. I know I could win, but do I really want to sit there and fight? And then if the person wants to be an asshole, it's not worth it. So you delete the video, even if you know you're in the right. Can you come in a sock for me, please? Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Right? But Quantum actually wanted to fill out the information on that one. But with you and for the Ackman, he filled out nothing just to hit your channel because he didn't like what you were saying.
Correct.
That's
the fact-
that's any time with Quantum TV, and his go-to is, "Oh, you're infringing on my copyright."
What was the other thing? It was the Deadpool thing where he thinks he owns the copyright to Deadpool. I saw somebody make a joke about it where they were sitting there going, "Yeah, you know what? Deadpool's owned by Marvel, which is owned by Disney, right?"
Yeah. Who you'd think he would be kind of like.
Well, I've proven before he really doesn't give a fuck about people's IP. He's done it to countless other people where he uses their shit with virtually no editing. That's just his excuse because he doesn't want videos up criticizing him.
Not friendly with.
Right. It's just, which is
I
actually a
posted
good point. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that he wouldn't be friendly with Disney after everything.
I posted, I think I got all the images in chat, but I want to read his response here real quick.
Do what you will, dude. This is
Which
your
is
floor.
which is professional, but if you look at the screenshots in there, like there's no information filled out except for like, oh, it wasn't even the video, it was a custom thumbnail that I had transformed and modified.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just like, you know how like you take his logo and put it into the thumbnail for videos?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Suzy Lou where he's like, oh, I copyrighted my face.
Oh, fuck. This is the
but-
next Suzy Lou.
Here's what he says. I've given
I don't even know what
timestamps of
happened with the
creation,
Suzy
proof of
Lou
copyright,
situation.
side-by-side comparisons between the two content pieces, and explained how this duplicate harms my... If you want to know if it's Quam or not, he always capitalizes his pronouns. So capital M harms my original content, along with all the reasons why it violates fair use. This
These motherfuckers like detectives knowing his speech patterns.
uploader literally
And
runs my YouTube channel videos on his TV, which I did, commented on it. How is this not getting removed? How is the information provided not sufficient? Please.
oh, dude, he almost projects like Deadpool is bi. I've heard that before. Deadpool's bi. He has to let you know he's a straight Christian man. He's vegan. So how can he be homophobic? Because obviously all vegans are gay and he supports their businesses. But wait, Quantum, you're a vegan. That's why I'm telling you, man. He's in the closet and look, I don't know, obviously, but that's probably his thing too, because he was probably brought up to think it's shameful, and he's in constant turmoil with it.
Please be more specific, as I have attached so many screenshots containing the information just
He's
after
traumatized at seeing titties on Blu-rays.
I don't know why an uploader like Ninjician is allowed to play videos off my channel for the sole purpose of slander.
Oh God,
Which, not slander.
it's not.
As he uses my logos, audio, visuals. I think he meant and visuals.
I would assume.
Please explain why my request is not being approved so that I can understand how YouTube determines these things.
Oh my fucking God.
Now, I wish I had the other copyright.
Quantum looks like a really
takedown request
flexible young
because
man.
He goes back and forth with YouTube in these things. And I don't even see him until like you get the notice.
Right.
And I look through, I'm like, oh wow, you had fun.
Wow, he had a Spurg moment against YouTube.
Yeah. So it's very funny how like he'll sit on YouTube's side and be like, oh, YouTube knows what they're doing. Like, I'm in the clear. Like, well, is YouTube like on a pillar or are they not on a pillar? Because you're arguing with YouTube when it's your video.
Yeah, when he's not in the right, they're the villain, and it's their fault that they gave me the advice to go after people, and then when they're on his side, it's like, oh, your YouTube is the arbiter of truth, and they do no wrong.
Yet when it's someone else's, oh, YouTube's never wrong.
Classy actually just put something in here I found fairly interesting. He has gone after people for stealing his thumbnail styles and says he owns the side-by-side comparison, and anyone that does that is stealing from him. So the side-by-side comparison are the two TVs together, and if you put them in the thumbnail, he's claiming that that is his original work.
Oh my God.
Are you fucking serious?
So basically, he's trying to say anyone else who reviews a TV besides him is copying him. So therefore, no one else can review a TV. There you go, Quantum. You won the internet. No one can be competition with you because obviously they're ripping you off.
Serious? I fucking goddamn hell, bro. Oh my God. I wish you had more of these.
You would think as a professional photographer, you'd have a fucking tripod and use a real camera when you're doing these like videos, but he like sits on whatever it is, like a mattress
Because you can't trust anything comes out of his. Who knows if he's actually a photographer?
on the floor and just shaky cam videos of these TVs and then tells you guys, oh, ignore the footage. It's not representative of what the TV looks like. I'm like, then why are we here? Like,
right.
What are we doing here? Classy and guys like Tech with KG and other people that do these side-by-side comparisons will spend $5,000, $7,000 on cameras, like Sony mirrorless cameras.
Yeah, it may overheat, Fluffy, but it can.
For these reviews, like they will buy cameras and take them back if the camera has issues with like capturing the televisions. Like these are professional YouTubers. This guy is the furthest thing from a professional TV reviewer that I could think of.
And I'm actually looking at his thumb.
His stupid thumbnails where look at how he's looking at the fucking sipping the tea with his thumb up. What are you doing? Every thumbnail he looks so cheese, man. And like I've said before, he sits there and he takes those pictures. He's posed in 6,000 different ways until he feels he looks perfect. Oh, this guy.
Thumbnails right now to see the side-by-sides. These photos
Uncle Rico
look
thumbnails.
terrible. Like they're tiny because I can't pull it up without killing the thumbnail, but they don't look good. the photo doesn't look good. And like you said, if he's a professional cameraman, he would have like some kind of tripod. He would at least clean up the lighting and everything like that to make the TV stand out more. But the wall takes up the entire fucking photo.
Yeah. I made a point about this. So he claims to be a professional photographer.
Right.
Okay. It doesn't matter where you live during the whole pandemic situation. If you're a photographer and you claim that, oh, it's wedding season, let's be realistic here. Do you think that anyone that's having a huge family get together where people are flying in from everywhere are not going to require someone like a DJ or a photographer to be vaccinated?
Right. Especially
People
during
that,
that
like,
time frame.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you're getting up close to get all the personal shots and all this other stuff. So he claims on and on and on that he's this professional photographer and all these other things, but he's also adamant about not getting the jab, which honestly, that's your own decision. That's fine. I'm saying logically, if you're
From a business perspective, you ain't going to be doing shit like that.
going to be in that profession, it's almost like a requirement to operate properly with business.
Well,
like even my clients to this day,
Because he doesn't operate businesses. He's too fucking crazy to operate businesses. He doesn't.
ask me, hey, can you wear a mask? Are you vaccinated? This and that, because you're going into their homes.
Yeah, they don't know you. They don't know anything about you.
Exactly.
Like my day job, we don't require the masks anymore. Like people can come in and everything. But if somebody comes in and they're wearing the mask, naturally you want to wear it for them because you want them to feel comfortable. It's
Not this evening, because after this we're going to end, because it's probably going to be like close to 2 a.m.
Exactly.
It's not like a political thing that they try to make
Right.
it out to be, like with
Tomorrow we
Anonymous
can
and
watch it.
Quantum, where they're expouting this bullshit. It's literally just a preference. Hey, there's this
Correct.
disease going around. My friend's liver actually failed from what they told him because of it. And it was awful. And I saw him FaceTime me with like a yellow face. And I was like, holy shit. Like, what's going on? He goes, I think my liver's failing. I have to go to the hospital. I was like, why the fuck are you FaceTiming me?
Yeah. COVID's no joke, man. I can't believe people still fucking... Anyway, I don't even want to go into that now.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Nah, dude, he's fine. I love that man to death, but he also is a piece of shit. He drank all my milk every time in college, and there's so much of it. I spent hundreds of dollars
Drank
on
his
fucking
milk.
milk because of him. But you're right. Like, if you're gonna be in a professional standing, and especially as a professional photographer, you have to abide by what the people want. And if they say,
Right.
hey, I don't feel comfortable with you being my professional photographer, especially at a wedding where there's going to be a maximum of like 100 to 200 people.
Or if he actually does photography, keyword is if, we can't trust anything out of his fucking mouth, he lies and says he was vaccinated. People won't really check into it. He could get in trouble for that too, if that's what he's doing. I'm not saying. I have no fucking clue if he even owns a fucking camera. Mine is his phone. But I'm just saying, those are the two scenarios I could think of.
You should get the jab. Like, if you're going
Yeah.
to do that on a professional level. But it just blows
Yeah.
my mind that he just stands that ground. Well, it shouldn't anymore after confirming everything with you, that he just refuses.
They just make it very, very political and big government and new world order type of thing. When, like I've said, he's literally getting all his information from TikTok conspiracies. And he used to be so mad when I used to call him and his members the tinfoil hat crew. They really didn't like being called that because, again, like I said, it's a echo chamber of we're always right and this stuff is always wrong.
Honestly, it's just a lot of dick sucking. That's kind of how
Exactly.
I put it. I know that's a very coarse way to say it, and we don't know each other very well. You don't know my sense of humor at all, really. But that's how I view it. It's just a big circle of them just doing that, and they're just like, yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right. You're right. This TV,
Yeah, it's a bunch of people. It's a bunch of affirmation.
it's good. You know, the saturation that makes everything look plastic. Yeah, that sounds great. I've looked at his videos with the TV, like when he tries to make it look good on camera, which it's hard. And I personally, for myself,
Yeah, he
I
has a
wouldn't choose
TikTok.
any of the settings,
He does.
not because I don't like him, but because I don't like my TV like that.
Or did.
And it just blows my mind that there's this many people that just continuously do it. He actually has been gaining subscribers throughout this situation, which, to your credit, you are right that making videos about him is just going to continuously make him go up in that. He's just going to continue this bullshit path. And he's gaining subscribers because he's controversial.
This is the most... Yeah, because if those are real subscribers, which they very well could be, it's people tuning in for him to be a train wreck. So he's going to be like, So that's a part of the reason, I will admit. It's like, what else is there unless something else insane happens, which Lord knows with him it could. Like, it just needs to end. That's why I'm like, I'm burning the midnight oil right now. The 1:30 a.m. oil. We'll get through this, and then we get back to cucumbers and birds. Yes,
Problem is when you gain.
So funny, Chris the Narc. He blocked me. He blocked me because I said he should fart for me and make a vlog about it. Slides into my DMs asking me if I'm gay, and I ask him to make a fart vlog, and then that's just a step too far.
Subscribers that aren't real subscribers, they're not going to watch the videos you want them to watch, and they're only going to watch your freak out videos. So
yeah,
I learned a long time ago that like having a smaller channel like I do, I actually make decent amounts of money on YouTube, and I actually have decent amounts of like views compared to like my channel being smaller. And I'm
hold on. Oh shit, we disconnected. The bit rate just fucking dropped. Oh no. Hello?
No?
Yeah, sorry.
Did I bounce out?
Nah, what happened was
Discord.
my Wi-Fi, I have Spectrum, and I'm gonna tell you all right now, Spectrum Wi-Fi is the shittiest Wi-Fi in human history.
No, it may not even be your Wi-Fi, man. That's just Discord being Discord too.
Wish I had an Ethernet connection, but it's in my kitchen, the router, and I have to like snake it all the way in here, and my kitten will like eat the wire, so I have no choice. I apologize for cutting you off. What happened? What point were you going on about the situation with that, so we can get back on that?
Oh, the more subscribers you have that don't watch your content, the worse your channel's going to do.
Right.
And get recommended. So honestly, like, if people want to subscribe to them and it drowns them out, I don't care. Like, I'm leaving the platform anyways, so it's like
it doesn't matter.
That's one problem. Is like it doesn't matter what he does at this point because it's not like he can hurt my channel.
Yeah, it's not really worth you worrying about it with this new opportunity that you have moving forward, and kind of like even harping on his bullshit anymore. The fact you're even on here to kind of like just clear the air on a lot of things about him, certain memes about him, stories that are a lot more in depth than I expected. Like, they were pretty in depth already, but you confirming a lot of it is really good, I think, for the community, because I don't think outside of Rich's stream, I don't think you've had a public appearance where you're at the end of the day saying, you know what, fuck this, I don't care, I'm going to talk about it and clear the record on a lot of shit, which I'm glad that you're doing.
So one thing that I told everybody, like, months back when all this stuff went down, I was like, oh, sweet. Now that it's been picked up by guys like ReviewTech and Ackman and all this other stuff, my job's done. I don't have to do this anymore. And a lot of the videos I either unlisted or privatized or even...
You passed the torch of insanity on to me. Thank you. No, Spectrum Internet is garbage water. I had a Wii soft lock after I won an online game in Mario Kart. Ooh. I've had Spectrum. Spectrum is... You know what? The worst I've ever had was Time Warner. Fuck them. They were garbage.
Deleted that related to him. He's always saying, oh, he's just doing this for clout. Like, if I wanted to, I could have made a video every single day and just got thousands upon thousands of views. It's never been about views, Quantum. It's literally just been like, if you put your name into YouTube right now, you're going to see hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of people reacting and looking at videos and just like he's already been exposed all over the internet. Like when you Google him, now he's been fully exposed on YouTube. He doesn't really have much anywhere else to go, really.
God, yeah. What, he can't be working. One, he's too fucking crazy. And secondly, he's too off psychologically. Like, what job can he have? Again, like, imagine him with as much of a narcissist as he is going to like auditions for modeling and being turned. Oh my God, there's no way. There's no way he would lose his shit.
That's the thing. He's
going to a job, or even with like, that's why I don't believe he's a fucking photographer too. There's no beyond. Okay, he had the whole thing with getting the jab. Yeah, he tried to be a model. Or even a musician. Dude, I don't care how nice he was, which I'm sure I believe everyone here that he was nice in terms of he could be like a rock star. Imagine him putting in a demo, send it out to a label, or even just, you don't even need a fucking label in 2022, man. Just upload your music to wherever the fuck platform you want to. Could you imagine people saying his music's not good, which people would do even if it is good? No way. He can't. I can't picture him working in a cubicle. I can't picture him working in a cubicle and having a boss saying, "Oh, yeah, you got to redo this paperwork. I didn't like what this needs to be fixed." He would flip. He can't function. He obviously needs psychological help, but I'm sure he ain't going to go for it. He does not seem like the kind of person, because most people who are crazy like him don't think they need it.
He's going to retreat into his echo chamber, and you stating that is right. Like, him doing this and everyone reacting to it, it's a good thing that you did this. Like, you
Christian rock musician, there you
started a movement of people just being like, this dude is a bad individual. This guy is a problem on the platform, in a sense of like at the AV community level. But then it snowballed into what it is today. And you're the guy that first, in my opinion, exposed Quantum TV, which is just, I bow to you, dude. I do.
No. No, I basically just gave my opinion as a calibrator,
right?
And someone that like has a head on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally it. I would state.
Don't expect this. Also,
and you'll
this is
find this. You'll get messages, but. Him and Westside Tech went at it for like, I don't know how many years, doxing each other, making racist videos about each other, calling each other pedophiles, like all this crazy stuff.
Oh, wow, it sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
They were going at it way before I even knew anything about this.
Really? So they were just, they're two peas of a pod is basically what you're stating.
Yeah, they deserve each other.
They deserve each other.
God.
That's actually amazing.
So all this other stuff that went down, like, it's just nice that as the AV community now, we can basically kind of just let it go and let the gamers and the commentary community just kind of handle this guy.
Right. You're basically passing the buck.
Yeah, we're going for like another 5 minutes.
We kind of stopped paying attention to him a while back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it became...
He just hit the right community to become infamous. I kind of, you know what, man? I genuinely mean this. I hope we're done after this. Like, I hope, like, dude, whatever. I'm moving on with my life. I'm making content. I'm making live streams. Do you, Quantum? I know you're going to fucking fuck up and get yourself kicked off the platform anyway by your own doing.
Became more of like an inside joke rather than a topic. It was like, oh, that guy? Yeah, don't listen to that guy. You know, that kind of thing. Right. Rather than, oh, he's this and he's that and all this crazy stuff. But I'll probably be hopping off in a bit. But what I wanted to say is that just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there and it's not something that didn't happen.
Right.
You know, you can sweep all this stuff under the rug. You can make all these different YouTube channels. Mm-hmm. You can rebrand. You can do this. The fact of the matter is the viewpoints he has, you know, towards the LGBT community, towards politics, towards vaccinations and New World Orders, all this crazy stuff that has nothing to do with AV. His AV takes are the absolute worst, but that just falls in line with every other take that he has. So the guy is just the master of bad takes on everything.
Understandable. I wanted to ask you one last thing. Somebody who's a spy in Quantum's Discord for me is in the chat right now. He wanted to ask you about Mr. 4K Upscaler and that situation with that. I don't know if you want to comment on that or if you just want to leave it off at where we're at right now.
Mr. 4K?
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with Mr. 4K at all. Like, there's no beef there. I don't think he's ever even. I don't think he even really knows I exist.
Yeah.
I knew at one point he had actually seen one of my videos, and it's okay. He took some of my settings and kind of put him out of his zone, but I never really got too mad at him. He's a weird dude, Mr.
Right.
4K. I think he's
I don't
only
know
really
anything about
involved
him.
because that whole Wayback Machine and the link that was on Mr. 4K's channel, all this other stuff. I know that there was
Well,
one
now
moment
to put it
in
on
the past where
1.5,
Mr.
we're
4K,
almost done.
he had said to Quantum, this is before he revealed his face, or
man,
even put
these
his face on
farts.
video. He basically said to Quantum, man, why are you a white dude trying to pretend to be black, like part of the hip hop community?
Oh God.
What?
That kind of blew up in his face.
Yeah, heavily.
Yeah, but outside of that, the guy streams for hours and hours and hours, and it's just like, he does a good Heath Ledger Joker impression, but that's about all I know about the guy.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to clear that up because the spy was asking because just a handful of shit like an
Dude, there's drama in every community.
example is a screen cap from when I think it was Rich's stream where you said Mr. 4K, Quantum, and Westside are all equally toxic. So I think he just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, they just go back and forth like, oh my gosh, yeah, like if you rewind like 2 years like before all of this, when there was still like the Quantum Apotheosis channel and everything, because it was still Quantum Apotheosis when I first started. I remember him having that name. Those guys, like that triplet of dudes back when Quantum maybe had like 13,000 subs or something, they were just attacking each other back and forth, and it's just like I said, it's not something I even want to look into.
Right.
The
It's
AV
not
But if you, yeah, it's literally just bickering
fucking
about
AV community.
petty things like how people look
Ugh.
or how people live. Like people talk about others' incomes and like,
Ah,
I'm
that's
like,
just
dude,
shitty.
none of that matters.
No, that's just all
You know?
ridiculous bullshit that's just thrown to the wayside. Like, why does that even matter? It's like a schoolyard talk between a bunch of fucking kids.
Exactly. And it's like, the only person that I believe really knows a lot about me that's on this platform is Classy. Keep it Classy Tech.
Yeah,
I
Classy.
chat with him daily.
Yeah, Classy's been a huge fighter for you. He hit me up in the DMs immediately. He's like, dude, if Ninjician needs me, I'm gonna be there to fill in context, fill in things. He's a friend of mine. He wanted to be on with you, so that me and you and him and Gara could talk, but like he wasn't able to make it, unfortunately.
I would just say, like, since I am going away, like, for people that really want good information on tech and TVs and stuff, like, he is very thorough. He's very well spoken. He puts out really professional, well done TV content. He is the absolute opposite of what Quantum TV is in terms of, like, not having hot takes, putting out good content, having it filmed correctly, putting out proper settings for your TV
Yeah, this was an interesting stream.
for free. Like, he's everything that Quantum should hope to be.
Right.
And like I said, he's a really good friend, both on and offline. So yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. How do you want to end this out? What do you want to close on? I know you did a pretty good closing before, but how do you want to end off on everything? Because I know you got to get going.
Just like I said, I keep things fairly private. I'm going to need to, because I'm going to be in a very high profile position in the coming months.
Understood.
But you're gonna see, if you like some of that stuff from Elden Ring that Nikki had put out, I'm gonna be doing more stuff like that, just like boss kills and video game stuff and just fun stuff in the meantime.
Yeah.
So I'll still be around. I'm just not gonna be talking about.
So, Quantum TV is what I've learned is that yes, the beauty of YouTube and the beauty of social media platforms is that anybody could upload a video and have a chance of achieving some kind of following, but it doesn't mean what the problem is, though, is now that the walled garden is down to get into the entertainment field, is that there's people who don't have the psychological fortitude to handle it. And Quantum TV is a perfect example of that. And what I think with him too, learning about his history from this stream, is that he seems like he's a disgruntled dude who tried to do a bunch of other things in his life, and it didn't work out. And probably didn't work out due to his psychological issues and his insecurities and his narcissism. So now he's just like scorched earth. I think that's part of it. I mean, obviously he's not mentally well, but life didn't work out for him, so he's going to try to make it miserable for other people. Kind of like every other troll on the planet. The reason why people troll is that they have a, I guess you could say Quantum TV in a weird way is kind of a troll, even though he's technically a public figure, is that they're not happy with something in life. And they're looking to fill the void with something else. Most time trolls do things because they are husks of human beings that are lost souls, that are looking for something to give them purpose. Because something else, their life didn't get where they wanted it to be in a different way. That fits Quantum too. All right, guys, it's been a hell of a stream. Thank you for the support tonight, and I will be back actually later today with a video. Interesting one too. See you soon.